Doing this the same way. I'm doing this one. There's the aluminum, flat dark gray, black, flat red primer, flat white, Ford engine red. I don't know about that one. Gloss emerald green. Don't need that. Huh. I think I just found my model.
Hey,
Hey, Miguel.
sorry I'm late.
Oh, no worries. I
Had
just
a last minute
kind of.
sit down with John.
Oh, yeah, I just actually got him, opened it up myself not too long ago. I've been searching for a model to build, and I think I finally found one.
Forgot to mute my stream. You want a live update on the 48-hour build?
Yeah,
What's
what's
up,
live?
guys? Mopar was saying hopefully Devil Dog gives us a live update.
Hey, Mopar. Let me put the link up for you.
What's up, y'all? Live update.
Mopar, there's the link for you. Get your butt in here, come on.
Oh,
Oh, Lord. So, Miguel, I figured out the model I'm going to be building.
what is it?
It's going to be a rat rod.
Oh, right on. Which
I
car?
have I have this kit that a friend of mine gave me years ago.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to be building that
The
one.
red one.
Yep, the convertible.
Okay, cool. So that 3-in-1, that means you can build it 3 ways, but it's still only one kit, right?
Right. Yeah, it's you can do it either the convertible. Actually, what are the classifications here? It is the either the hardtop, the convertible, or the track roadster.
Nice.
But I like the track roadster. I think the track roadster looks really awesome. I mean, I think
Yeah,
they all look great, but if I had to choose of the three, I really am kind of leaning towards that roadster. Looks
yeah,
pretty
it's pretty
awesome.
cool. I dig it.
Yeah, I've never built a rat rod before, so and I have this kit up my stash, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's time to build a rat rod. I mean, I've got all the colors for. I use all craft paints anyway, so I got all the colors for it. I was going to dechrome these parts, but now that I'm looking at them, I'm not going to dechrome them. I'm actually going to keep the chrome plating on there. I think. I don't know. What's the best way to dechrome parts?
I just drop them in super clean.
I don't have any super clean.
You can also use bleach.
Oh,
I think I'm not sure if it's ammonia that works. Don't mix ammonia and bleach, obviously. But
no. Hey, John.
you gonna live, John?
I don't know. I might just keep the chrome parts on there. Just keep the chrome on them because, and I can do a black wash on them.
You gonna live, John?
Hey, John.
I was busy playing the game.
You're loud as hell.
Am I?
Yeah, super loud.
Oh, okay.
So-
I'll turn the volume down. Hold on.
So, John, I figured out my next build. You're gonna love this one because I know you love cars too. I was showing Miguel. I am building a rat rod.
All right, Pro Carry.
Is that better?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay.
It's still loud. Yeah.
I'm
Is
building.
it?
I'm building.
I
this
turned it
one.
down to about 20.
That's
he's-
your volume, not your microphone.
Actually, Miguel, he's fine on my end.
Oh, you're blowing my ears out.
So
Oh.
I'm
I'll
building
turn
this one.
my volume down. Sorry.
I'm
Okay.
building this one right here.
Oh yeah, cool.
So I have a friend of mine got me this kit. You can build any of the one of the 3 versions of
Yeah,
it.
I had that gift before. It's
Yeah,
got opening doors on it.
I'm
Cool.
kind of biased towards the Roadster version of the Rat Rod.
Yeah, it's got opening doors on it. I think,
I don't
if
know.
I remember correctly.
I just pulled this down out of my stash a little while ago. I'm going through the directions now and just kind of looking. I know it's the tailgate drops. Oh yeah, no, the doors do open. Yes, they're on
Yeah.
hinges.
Yeah, I just
The-
made some brackets on the chassis.
Yep. So the doors open. The back tailgate drops on this one. So Miguel, I'm kind of biased towards the Roadster version. I think the Roadster version looks really cool. I
Yeah,
never
it's
built that-
almost like Happy Days. Didn't they
I like
have vehicle
I
like
like
that?
the middle one, and then the one that you said you're building. Those are my 2 favorites out of that.
The middle, it was a toss up. I was having a hard time going between the middle one and the the Roadster because
I think
do
the only
like,
difference is the roof.
Hi
Hi,
the
Richard.
green.
How's it going? And John.
What's up, Mopar?
Sorry guys, I was not looking at the streams.
Okay.
Hey, what's up,
Hobby
Terry?
Barnes in there.
Hey.
Look at
Terry.
that.
Hey Mopar.
Hi, Terry.
Hey, Rick. Hey, John.
How
JP.
you, how you feeling, Terry?
Yeah, for
Oh,
those
I couldn't feel better. I'm tickled to death that I'm back to normal again.
you
That's
look
good.
pretty
I'm glad to
good.
hear it.
That's good to hear.
We're glad to have you back, buddy.
Yeah, Sarah was on yesterday, and I told her this morning she was on,
Oh, okay.
Hey Pro Carry.
and I told her that you were thinking about her. She's still in the hospital.
Oh, is she?
Yeah,
Is she okay?
She
Yeah,
was
I
having
don't-
some operation.
yeah. I think she's just having a surgery. I have no idea what it is, but
She knew ahead of time she was going to be in the hospital for a bit, so it's not like something emergency popped
Oh,
up.
okay.
Hey, Rick.
Yo.
I heard you talking while I was waiting backstage for you to come in about dechroming stuff. Have you got access to like a Dollar Tree where you can get like this stuff called LA Awesome?
We have a Dollar Tree, yeah.
Well, that LA Awesome is good stuff to dechrome with.
Mhm.
It's also
Okay.
a good. You can strip a body with it too.
Oh, nice. Well, I don't know. I'm debating on doing on dechroming or keeping the chrome, as these are the chrome parts.
If
They
you're going
look-
to do like a rat rod version, you want to dechrome, obviously.
oh, John got a body out of the freaking box. Wow.
No, sir.
Cutting a door out.
I'll be right
I'm
back.
cutting
guys.
the
I have to get something to
Oldsmobile
drink.
doors out, and I'm gonna cut the trunk out so they can be openable.
I don't know if I even have chrome or not in a paint.
Y'all better
Imagine
watch.
that.
You better watch before you know it. John will be chopping the top on them.
Am I too loud, Miguel?
No, I turned my headset down. Normally you are, but
Okay.
I
Because
turned my headset down,
I'd
so
like
you're
to be
all
loud.
normal now.
I don't know. I'm still in the debate about this. I may
must have really good
dechrome it.
hair.
I may not. I don't know. I heard Simple Green actually is a good dechromer too.
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah.
It's something like Super Clean, but
Oven cleaner does it too.
I got
I just got myself a microwave stand with wheels on it, so I can put my spray paint booth right on it, and I can wheel it out.
How's that working?
What? Are you gonna do it outside?
No. Like I don't need the spray booth all the time. It's right beside my laptop right now. But if I move it to the side, then I got more space on an extra table, for my paints and whatnot.
some people will even use Easy Off.
Yeah, easy off will work. Yeah.
Oh
oven
yeah,
cleaner.
yeah.
Yeah,
Only problem is
brake
it
fluid will
attacks your
too.
hands.
Yeah, brake fluid will work too.
Yeah, brake fluid will work too.
I might dechrome them then, because I do want to make a pretty decent rat rod out of this.
Yeah, the brake fluid you gotta watch on certain kits because
don't
John
wanna use
Yost
that
did it to a Mobius kit,
Yeah,
and the thing just freaking melted it.
Oh crap!
yeah.
Yeah,
That's not good. Oh, I have to share this by the way. My
Super
wife.
clean's the best. Works easiest.
I was looking. I mentioned to her the other day that I said I need to get a I want to get a A10 Warhog model. Uh, and she was just thumbing around and she found an Academy model for a Warhog, and this is actually from the Iraqi Freedom version. But she
What
bought me
scale?
this. It's not a real big scale. It's only it's by
172.
Academy, so it's a 172 scale, so it's not super huge. But I'll
That's
show you.
small.
Yeah, it's not as big as I was. I was thinking it was gonna be bigger.
Oh,
I
there's
know-
Sarah now, Terry.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey,
Sarah.
Sarah, how you
Sarah's in,
doing?
chat now.
Hey, Sarah.
This is about the. I mean, it is a small. It's not really super small, but it's not really large.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to hear, Sarah. You're getting better. That's good.
Hobby
Good
Lobby
job,
has
Sarah.
one in 148 scale.
You'll be out on Tuesday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hobby Lobby has one in 148 scale.
I'm gonna go to Hobby Lobby then. But
Yeah, I have
Should-
it from an old kit. It's I lost the box. The box is destroyed. It's now in a bag.
I got a Fairchild A110 sitting up here, but
well, since Mopar's
Not
probably
the
never
Warhol.
gonna build, is never gonna build it, you know, you can always donate it.
No, I'm not sending it to you. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
But I'll tell you what, though, the Academy models, I'm pretty impressed with the detail on this thing. It's got some really good paneling detail on it.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, no, the paneling is really good. It's crisp. The bombs are in one piece. They're not halved, so that's
Yeah.
nice.
that's a plus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of manufacturers have started using slide molding, so they
Yeah.
can make a lot of that stuff now.
And the wheels too. The wheels are one piece. I mean, yeah, maybe tiny, but the detail in this thing is superb.
I think because it's 172, it has to be one piece.
Well, you'd be surprised. I've seen 172 models where everything was halved, and I hated it.
148 for sure is going to be halved.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not. I mean, I've got big planes. I probably will get a bigger Warhog later, but for right now, this little guy's fine. I mean, my wife I came home from work one day and there was this bag sitting on my chair, and I look in the bag and it's this, and I'm like, she goes, "Well, you said you wanted one." It's like- so she went and bought
Hey,
it.
Miguel, that package is in Canada already
What package?
from Ted's Model Supplies.
Oh, the wheels.
Rims
Yeah.
and whatever else I ordered.
Nice.
Can't order just one thing.
And Miguel,
Yes, sir.
if you do need rims 3D printed, by the way, let me know. If you send me files, I can resin print them for you.
Okay,
If you
I
need
appreciate
them.
it.
Because my resin printer will do probably some really sweet looking rims.
I will.
I like to get somebody to do Pro Street tires for me.
Yeah, I will be taking you up on that offer until I get my own printer.
Okay. Yeah, just let me know when, and I can I'll make it for you. And John, if you I don't know, do you want rubber tires, John, or do you want like 3D resin print tires?
Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
If you can find me a file for the tires you want, I can print those for you too. I don't mind.
Yeah, I have no idea where to look for that stuff.
Look on Thingiverse. You might find tires there for that size. And if you do,
Yeah, do a search, man.
yeah, if you do, I don't mind printing this stuff up for you. I mean, I've got
Okay.
the printer. And I just bought a new thing of resin too, so I got plenty of resin to work with.
Oh,
Yeah, Corey.
first time out of bed, eh, Sarah? That's good. That's good to hear.
Oh, good job, Sarah. So,
Yeah.
Sarah, don't mind me asking. I mean, was it a minor surgery or
I think it's probably a major.
yeah? What kind of? So I know I just had surgery probably a couple of months ago myself, and it was
I
and
don't
it was
like
outpatient
surgery.
surgery. No, mine
Well,
was
when I had
outpatient.
surgery on my ankle, I was in the hospital for 2 weeks. They
Ooh,
wouldn't let me go out of the hospital until I got to learn how to use the crutches.
yeah. Well, yeah, I can understand that because that's kind of a liability thing too.
Last time I broke my arm, I had to have surgery for it, and I had a reaction under the gas and had a huge asthma attack.
Well, is that why you don't open boxes now because you broke your arm? Opening a box?
Smart man, no.
Now, wait a minute. I think, guys, this should be memorialized forever because I see Mopar actually working on a plastic model kit.
Yeah.
He's working on one as we speak.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm just
No, I
working.
was playing that game. I don't know if you guys know it, Miami 3.
Is
It
that?
just came out.
Never heard
It's
of
a
that.
pretty interesting
Must
game.
be
I
your
tell ya.
son's game.
Oh, my son won't play that.
Oh,
He'll
no.
play the Grand Theft Auto. He likes that.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I'm familiar with Grand Theft Auto. I played that for a while too on my.
Well, that's what
console.
this is almost like, but it's a mafia thing.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, John likes to, he likes to push people around.
No, just you.
Just me, right?
Hey, John, what kind of car is that you cutting all to pieces?
Oh, the
34.
Oldsmobile, the '85 Oldsmobile. I'm gonna do a
Oh.
thing. I don't know if it's John.
I don't know
What's Johnny
which John you're
talking
talking about.
Yeah, JP or Mope or not.
Well, yeah, well, I usually call him JP and then call you John. So
All right, cool.
I'll just call you Mopar.
Oh, so you're talking to me? Okay, all right. It was an '85. It's an '85 Oldsmobile. I'm gonna get the
Mr.
little mini
Magoo,
saws.
Terry. That's
Huh?
Mr. Magoo.
oh,
Mr. Magoo. You know, it's
They
cool.
keep calling me that.
This kit actually came with a sheet of acetate for the windows.
Yeah, most of the old Revell kits did.
Yep.
Rick.
That's the way it was.
I'm surprised the decals are in such good shape. These decals
Is
are.
it a
solid.
really old kit though?
Well, the guy I got it from, his grandfather was a big model builder, and he passed away. And then when we were talking one day, we were talking about I build models. He goes, "Wait, you build models?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Dude," he goes, "My grandpa had tons of them." He goes, "I'll give you some." And one of the ones he gave, and they were all in storage. And this is one of the ones that was in storage. The box is pretty beat up, but it's been in storage for a long time. And these were not wrapped in anything; these were just loose, but they are still in beautiful shape.
See, Miguel, I caught all the flooring out of the 34.
Oh yeah.
What car is that for, John?
This car here.
Oh, okay. You just started that one?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I made
Yeah.
a floor plan for it, and I made brackets for the rear end too.
Oh, very nice. That's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to see that thing built up. Yeah, I was gonna do a ship model, but both my ship models, the Missouri.
I did a ship model quite a while ago. It was like for fire,
Yeah.
like put out fires in the water.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fire ship.
Yeah, and then somebody wanted it from me, and I
Wow.
said okay.
Yeah. It's a
But-
2-hour
but that was
operation.
quite a while ago.
John, was the frame molded in with the floor?
Yeah,
Is that why you had to cut it out?
yeah, because the motor is going to be setting more in towards the body
Right.
because it's got like a tank in front of the radiator, and
Right.
that's the gas
Oh.
tank.
I gotcha.
Yeah, Sarah, I didn't have any reaction to my anesthesia, but I know some people have where they get really
Yeah.
sick to their stomach
Well,
afterwards.
I was doing a lot of stuff at the time too.
Yeah, Sarah said she had a reaction to made her sick to her stomach. Sorry about that. I know that
that,
is not.
that could be pretty bad. The
Yeah.
doctors told me it was a good thing I was under, because if I would have been awake, I would have not enjoyed it.
Yeah, I was worried about having a reaction when they put me under, but luckily I didn't because I had a hernia surgery. So
Okay.
if I would have got sick after the surgery, that would have been bad because they just got through stitching
Yeah.
my abdominal wall right under my belly button had to be stitched up. So if I would have got sick, I would have ruptured the stitches.
a
Yeah,
lot of people have trouble waking them up.
Oh yeah, that too.
Oh, I had no problem. They said I had no
well,
problem.
I
woke up on my
remember
own.
when I woke up, they asked me a whole bunch of questions. Do you know where you are?
First thing
I
I
didn't
usually ask,
lose my mind yet.
I
first
woke
thing
up
I
with no problem.
first thing I usually ask them when I wake up is to kind of have a cup of coffee.
When they took me, I was in surgery for about an hour, and when I came out, I woke up on my own, but I was so disoriented, and I looked at the nurse, and I was like, my first question was, did you guys do the surgery already? They said, yeah, about an hour ago. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that was fast.
You know, I was on the table for 6.5 hours for my ankle.
Ooh, no, thank you.
Yeah.
I
That
I was worried and I was scared enough about just my hernia surgeries. I'd never been in surgery before. That was my first time. I was like petrified.
That was my first time too.
Oh,
My
God.
ankle surgery was only about 3 hours.
I've had enough surgeries.
My wife had ankle surgery where she was in there for a couple of hours, but she was bedridden for like, shoot, 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
She couldn't
Everybody
walk or
takes it
nothing.
differently, eh?
yeah.
When
Oh yeah.
Well, she
It all depends
tore.
on your immune system too, eh?
Yeah. Well, she tore her ligaments and tendons in her ankle. Almost like 85% were torn. The doctor was surprised she was still walking on it. He didn't know how she was still walking.
Yeah, that was like me. That was
Well, that's
like me. When they opened me up, they couldn't even find my ankle. It just shattered from.
Oh my God.
Well, it's almost 1,000 pounds dropped on it. So
Ooh. What dropped
You're-
on it?
steel, solid
Ooh.
steel,
Oh my
bars.
God.
and the
Yeah.
company got sued so much money because they were at fault.
Oh, unsafe conditions, basically.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
That's like when I was operating. They took part of my lung out. I went in the surgery at 10 o'clock that morning. At 7 o'clock that night, I woke up in ICU.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I stayed in ICU for 13 days, and then they moved me into the regular room, and I stayed another 2 weeks before I got out of the hospital.
Oh my God.
So,
I've done
so-
that. I've done that when 8 months apart. I've done it twice.
Jeez.
Insane.
It was rough.
Yeah.
That's rough, Terry.
Yeah.
Terry, Sarah says it's happy to see you smiling again.
Yeah. I'm just happy to be back in this hobby room.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
says, I thought I was in.
one room to the next.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Jerry.
I said I was just happy to be able to walk from one room to the next.
Yeah, right?
Hear that?
Sarah Jane said, I thought I was in Hawaii when I woke up, despite never been there.
Yeah.
Shoot,
Well- Doesn't hurt to dream, Sarah.
they gave me right before they wheeled me into surgery. They gave me a something in my IV. I didn't know what they gave me, and I was talking to the surgeon. And as I was talking to the surgeon, the room just started getting all funky, and I started feeling like I was getting high as a kite. And I'm like, whoa, what the hell's going on? She goes, oh, we gave you Ativan in your IV. The first time I ever had Ativan, I was like, wow, that's Ativan? She goes, yeah. I said, can I have something to go? Because where I work at, Ativan's one of the things we give our patients. And it's
What
like,
is
now
it?
I understand why they would like it so much.
Is it a what do you call?
Yeah, it's one of those.
It's
no,
like it's like a,
I
it's
always
not
forget this.
It's not an antidepressant. It's basically it brings you down and makes you a little more. It takes.
Mellow.
It's like a.
Is it like Valium?
Yeah, it's kind of like Valium, but much stronger. It basically brings you down and lets you.
It's not
cope
like
with things better.
based on heroin, right? What's it called?
Opiate?
I think it is an
opiate,
opiate. Yeah, I think it is an opiate.
I can't.
It is
stand
very addictive too. So you
I
gotta be
cannot
careful with that.
stand them. I can't stand opiates.
But I'll tell you what, though, if you've never had it and the first time you take it, it knocked me out. I literally, once it hit me, I passed out, and I was just like, I was gone. I mean, before the gas even got to me, I was pretty much gone. The gas is.
As soon as they start telling me count backwards, I'm gone.
Oh, they didn't even tell me to count backwards. They just said, "Okay, take a deep breath." I took one deep breath, and that's all I remember.
That was it.
Yep. I
But
was
the thing is, with me, is I can't remember what happened while I was out, and I was like, damn,
well, that's
what
the
happened to
idea.
that time?
I
A lot
know.
of people do remember.
I know. They told me that once they knock you out, it will seem like a second has passed by,
Yeah.
no matter how much time it is.
Yeah.
And it literally was like that. It's literally like I closed my eyes, opened my eyes again. That's why I asked her, I said, "You guys did the surgery already?" And she's like, "Yeah, an hour ago." It did not feel like an hour. It just was like I closed my eyes and now I'm awake. But
Yeah.
time just goes like boom, gone.
You see that screen I'm trying to share? Anybody use those blades? They're little tiny saw blades. They're 0.01 thickness. They cut the doors open with.
No, I haven't seen those.
Uh-uh.
Would you find those on Amazon? Or
You
Walmart.
can get them on Amazon. Walmart's more expensive. I couldn't get the picture on Amazon to work.
Okay, I could use those for some of my builds.
Okay. That they're like I said, 0.0125 thick. So they'll cut through once you scribe it pretty good. The line, once you scribe that line pretty good, you get to the point where you're going to go through, and you've
Yeah.
gotten through. You can get the blade in there and just cut it along. Because on this door there's an angle. It's like a 45, almost a 45 angle this way, and it's real hard
Okay.
to cut that. The saw will cut that, and it'll cut the part here for the A pillar and leave enough material so the roof won't
Okay.
collapse.
I need to get me
They
some.
got they got full edge saws from Tamiya, I think too. That will do the same thing.
The what?
From Tamiya, they got a saw blade.
Sarah
Pay
says
attention.
she
pay
went out
attention,
straight
John.
away
Tell me
and
about those
woke up
Tamiya-
in Hawaii.
What are they? Are they? Are they?
That would have been
thriving?
nice, Sarah, if you could wake up in Hawaii. That would have been sweet. You need to wake up on the beach in Hawaii with a nice drink in your hand.
You need to wake up in an everlasting life. That's what you need to wake up.
That would be beautiful to wake up in that.
That's what I want to wake up. Hey, my dog is here. Oh man.
Welcome back, Procari.
Yeah,
Okay, he's driving, so he can only listen. He can't
yeah,
actually-
he must be working. Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
a two-piece tank, 132 scale,
Wow.
drop
That was-
tank,
What?
drop tank
What?
for the 132 MiG 19, MiG 29.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I put them together. It's just that I don't finish them.
We know that.
And then these, if you notice these, the hole in the back, they're not drilled. You got to drill the hole in the back to make them look realistic.
Oh yeah, I had to do mine the same way on my oh shoot, what did I have? I think I had an F16 or F15. I had to drill the backs of the sidewinders out
Hmm?
to give them a little more authenticity. That's the other thing I was torn on working on. It was either going to be a car or I was looking to make. I have an F16, F15. I got a Black Widow. And I was thinking maybe building one of them too, but then I was like, looking at this rat rod and was like, this is a small kit. It wouldn't take me long to build it. I do a rat rod. Something different.
Yeah.
I haven't built a car in
And,
2
and
pages.
another thing I hate when you put a plane together, or especially on a big scale, is that the points where the missiles go in.
Mhm.
Okay, I like to put like rod, so the missiles will actually go on there.
What do you mean rod? As far
Little
as,
like
pins, little mounting
pins.
pins.
Mounting pins made out of metal.
oh, I see.
Because-
Okay.
Yeah, oh, you glue these on, they always, by accident, you break them every single time. But if you
Well-
do it this way, they never break.
Right. Did your mounting points come with any mounting holes for them to lock
Yeah,
into?
they're made of plastic,
Oh, so you replaced with metal.
and I replaced with metal.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's not a bad idea. I didn't think I could. Yeah, because you're right. They like will be broken off very easy. I mean, I think I knocked off my missile rack on my F-16 probably about a dozen times while I was working on it. It's like son of a bitch.
And the point is, you can make them removable too.
Oh yeah, that's not. Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you friction
you can-
fit them enough.
You can take them apart.
I pin all my motor parts,
It's a good idea. I've got enough small
especially
brass rod I
the
could do
exhaust
that.
system, so it hits
I
the
mean,
headers.
That's the way to go. That way you can
Oh.
take them. You can take them right off.
Oh, sweet. But
I
now,
pin
will
my-
they stay on if you put the
I
plane
pin-
right side up?
Oh yeah, they'll stay right on. You can even glue them on, but once you glue them, that's it. They're done.
Well, that's
They're
what I
not
mean.
coming off
If
again.
you want to leave them removable, though, if you turned it,
The other
Right.
way, yeah, they'll stay on. There's enough friction fit that it'll stay
Gotcha.
on. When you drill it a little underside from the pin.
right.
You measure the pin, and then you take a drill and make sure that drill's like 0.01 or 0.02 smaller,
Yeah.
and that gives you enough friction fit.
You just have to make sure not take them off too often, though, because every time you pull them off, it
Yeah,
will
yeah, well-
elongate that hole a little bit.
Most of the time, you don't touch it afterwards.
True.
Just like side mirrors, I had pinned them too.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I like doing
Yeah,
that.
I
use a
busted
bra-
off a couple of
I
side
use a
mirrors.
small brass rod. That's what I use. Small as you can find.
I bought a pack online one time of just like scrap pieces of rod, like
Like
scrap
that's
pieces
just
of brass.
one mounting point. And
Yeah.
I didn't even do it. Yeah, I haven't even glued it to the plane yet.
Let me bring on full. Let me put you on full screen, Mopar. Hold on. I can. Other.
I haven't even glued it to it. You know. Boy, my hands are torn up from working.
Yeah, just a wee bit. You can tell you work on engines.
Huh.
What do you got? What do you got? A couple of car bodies there, buddy.
Well, I got a few. I got this one that
Right
I got to do. I also pinned the what you call the spoiler
Oh, sweet.
because I don't like the spoiler to come off. And this dumb thing, if you put the spoiler on there and you glue it on there, then you try to paint it. Now, how are you going to get the paint to blow in between here?
You're not going to be able to. You got to paint the spoiler separately.
It won't come out right. It's exactly. So I just take it off, paint this separately, then paint this, and it'll
Okay.
be done.
Okay,
Good idea.
Richard, I'll look forward to it.
All right, cool.
New stash video.
Oh, I didn't see your shout out Saturday. Did you post it?
Yeah, he did.
I didn't see it.
He did you, I think.
Who was it?
Pro Carry? I seen
Yeah.
him post Saturday.
Yeah, he did, Miguel.
Oh, I'll have to go take a look. He said he was going to. I just didn't see it.
I don't. Yeah, he was going to, but I don't think he posted it yet.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes it gets late.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
And
Well, I seen it, but by the time I did see it, the live stream was over.
my Klingon ship is now officially done, complete. Everything is attached. I will.
Huh.
So it is matte coated.
All I
Yeah.
need is space background, and it'll look great.
Yep, and I got the disruptor glued on last night.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those small magnets would work too, sir, for John.
But I gave it a nice Vallejo matte coat, and it definitely dulled everything out. And the black wash did I think did a pretty good
The
job.
rare earth magnet.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
Is that
Did you
light
see
up, Rick?
the ones I got, John?
What was that?
Yeah,
Jay?
they're pretty small. I seen them.
Yeah, 1 millimeter.
That'll work. Then there's
Hey,
got to
there-
be some. There's got to be some metal in the pylon as well.
Yeah.
I asked Rick if that lights up.
Yeah. Let me. I thought I know. Let me light it up. Just gotta get my power supply out here.
So you got it working again, Rick?
No, this one never. No, this one was the one that was okay. It was the Enterprise where I lost all the lights in it.
Oh.
But that's fine. I'm gonna. That model was just a cursed model from the get go. I'm just gonna rebuild it.
That was
and-
going to go to the M80s.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
I
rebuild
think
it.
every
and,
model that I build is cursed.
I'm going to rebuild it, and I'm just going to. I'm going to do things a little bit differently with the lighting.
So Miguel, you are redoing that chassis for that Pro Street build?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Too many
wasn't.
cobwebs on the other one?
What was that, Rick?
No, I wasn't 100% happy with that Enterprise build anyway. To be honest, with many things kind of went wrong, so I'm just going to redo it better.
They sound like Biden.
Oh, it is posted, Miguel.
There we go. Let me go back to
Rick-
full
Richard
screen. I'll
said
show
it.
you here.
Pro Carry.
What's that?
Pro Carry said it is posted.
That looks neat.
Video.
Oh, I didn't see it. I'll have to go look.
And then
Yeah.
got all my windows. I scratch
Oh,
built
cool.
these vents. Well, I
Yeah.
cut all this section out and scratch build it.
Vents look
And then-
good.
Yeah.
Got my lights. It does have some flashing lights on it, but I don't have the board hooked up to it yet. But there are some flashing nav lights that will go off.
I wonder with the resin printer if you can do a hood with louvers in the hood.
With a resin printer, yes,
Yeah.
I should be able to.
Open louvers?
Yeah. Open
'Cause
louvers.
I mean, that's the thing that has to be done is for them to be open,
That'd be
as long
cool.
as
if you
or
long
at
could do
least
that.
make the panel where you could have the louver and then just glue it into the thing, then
Yes,
bodywork it in. That
as
too
long-
could be done.
as long as the louvers are not too thin. They have to be. If they're too thin, the resin will not. It will deform them. It will not print them correctly.
Oh,
so
okay.
if they're thick enough, then yeah, you could actually. I could 3D print.
So you figure in 1/16 it could be done pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean the one thing about the resin printer, it does have a pretty good tolerance for thin parts. So I could do like maybe like a 1 millimeter would probably print just fine. Yeah, if you
Sarah
could.
said, Rick, the lights work really well.
Oh, thank you, Sarah. Yeah, that was that kit. Sarah was. I've had that kit in my stash for about over 20 years, and it as as easy as it looked. Lighting that thing was a bit of a bear because there wasn't a whole lot of space in certain areas and I had to run a lot of fiber optics. But it was one of those kits where it's an old.
That's cool, Miguel.
Oh god, what was that? AMT? No, AMT or Ertl, one of the old kits that I had in my
Looks good
stash.
at
I just wanted to roll it. But
So
Yeah,
it was-
JP, what
was a bear.
tools do you use, JP, to open the doors again?
The back of my number 11 blade.
Okay,
And
that's it.
I used the bare metal foil scriber first, and
Bare
then I
metals.
used the knife.
All right, I'll check
Actually,
that out.
I think
I
Sarah,
already used the number 11.
in all best honesty, Sarah, I think I may have went a little overboard with some of the lights on that kit. But
I just have-
I like the bare metal foil scriber the best, John.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up.
I got every scriber you can imagine, but
Yeah, I
that's
have a
one
bunch of them
use
too. I never
most.
liked them.
I like
So
the
I'll try
Tamiya.
that one.
I used
Never
the
tried that
Tamiya.
one.
what kind
Yeah,
of
that one is good too. The one he has, Miguel has.
now? What kind? Now is that? That's not a regular. That's for just bare metal, right?
Hold on. No, this is an engraver. It's called. I'm turning my focus off here. You see.
Let me bring
Where
it up
did
on
you get
full.
that, Miguel?
It's Tamiya. You can buy it anywhere you can buy Tamiya supplies.
I'd say get it
Oh,
at
I
Amazon.
see.
I looked at a lot of hobby shops online in Canada. I've never seen them.
I ordered it online somewhere.
It says to me extra craft tools. Look that up.
I'd say Amazon carries it.
Craft tools.
It's called an engraver though. It's not called a scriber.
Okay, I'll put down
Hey,
that.
tomato, tomato.
Well,
I'll
I'm
put
just saying
engraver.
if you're looking for it, make sure you search for engraver because that's what it's called.
I want to write
Okay,
that down.
searched-
Bare metal foil.
Because Miguel,
I
this
searched
is-
for scribers and I couldn't find one, so I ended up getting this thing, which works
Okay.
fine, but
What was the price on it, Miguel?
it was like $8. But then you have to buy the tips, which are probably like another $8 or $10, and they have like a 0.3 and a 0.2 and a 0.5, and you can get all the different sizes.
Yeah, I got that one too, Rick. The Tamiya one.
Yeah, this one I don't. This one's. I like this one.
It doesn't go around corners very well, though.
No, but I did buy this one by Trumpeter. That works really well for.
Yeah, I got
Smaller?
that one too. Never have enough tools.
Right.
No,
I don't
tools
know.
are have to
In all
have.
best honesty, I think I prefer the Trumpeter one better than the Tamiya one.
It's good they got different thicknesses like that, Miguel.
Yeah, I'll check that out,
Keep
Miguel.
me close up on that one, Rick.
Which one?
On both of them. The tips. I
Okay.
want to see the tips.
I'll put you on. I'll go full screen. So,
Man, that thing looks like a plexiglass cutter.
But what I don't like
It
about
could be
that
used
one,
as
Rick, I find the blade a little bit too thick for cutting out doors.
yeah,
Yeah.
this blade is thick. Now the Trumpeter one is not. To be honest, the Trumpeter one is not much thinner, but it is a little bit thinner
Yeah.
on the Trumpeter. Both. It's weird. It's like whatever. It depends what application I'm using it for, or what. For what model. Sometimes the Tamiya scriber works really well, but then again,
Oh,
then the
cool.
Trumpeter works.
Miguel.
Ooh,
The red's
that,
really nice. I like
Nice.
the
Yeah,
red.
that really stands out.
yeah, it does. Oh, Miguel, I love it. How much more time do you have left on that build, by the way?
About 8
Tonight.
hours.
Oh, oh boy.
Think you're gonna make it?
I'll make it. Whether I don't know that I would call it finished when I'm done, but it'll make it.
And John, this is another one that's not actually a scriber. I think it's more of a dental tool. Well, no, it's
Yeah, I
for
have
like
a
doing
bunch of those.
doing putting.
Oh yeah.
I got a bunch of those.
Look how thin that guy is.
Yeah.
That works good for doing some of the scribing too. If you turn it more to the backside.
Yeah.
I use this mainly for putting because it's got that.
Yeah, I've
end
got
of
a bunch I grind down and try to get them right. You know, you always try to manipulate them.
Yeah. I think I got probably. I mean, you can use the back of a X-Acto blade. You can use these.
That's what
tools.
I
mean,
use. Oh,
that's-
cool.
Oh, nice. Ooh, damn.
That for an airplane?
No, that's for a car.
This is for my sword.
Pay attention.
I
John.
know it is. It just looks like an airplane wheel.
Sarah says, Miguel, that looks stunning, by the way.
Oh, thank you. It's not too bad for 24 hours worth of work.
No, not bad at all. I mean, I just watched your last video, Miguel, that you put out for that build, and so far it's looking pretty damn good. But that looks awesome. I love that black on there.
Yeah,
Black
it'll
and
be
red's
alright.
awesome. Yeah, that black and red looks sweet.
Working on the engine right now.
Me and John have to enter a 48-week build off.
48 week. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. When I saw that, I said it should be 48 weeks.
But will that be enough?
I'm like, I'm
Would weeks
thinking
be enough?
Well,
48
wouldn't that be
months.
pushing it?
48 months.
I was
Not
thinking
weeks.
months.
Months. 48-month build.
Thank God weren't waiting for you, John, to do the Ten Commandments. We still waiting.
God did that. Moses, all he did was stand there and watch.
It'd be a different world with
And you
the three
should know,
commandments.
John, you were there.
Right?
If I keep feeling like I do now, then I should be able to get my big rig group build model done.
Oh, nice.
Plus do
Sarah's
my
asking,
plus the Pro Street.
I'm
are
going to
you
hop
just
on my A10.
resting
That's
right
what
now or what? Sarah's asking you, Terry.
That's what.
Are
Are
you
you
just resting or you're working on the model right now?
Just resting right now, but yeah, I'm gonna start back on it tomorrow.
Oh,
Well,
cool.
Gary
Dave.
says he could do 48 weeks.
Terry's gonna start tomorrow on his big rig.
That's one model kit I had never built and don't have any in my stock, and that's a big rig build.
Most of y'all like
I-
on anyway. Just
Actually,
get
I
the
got 2 on order. I should
Oh,
have them
nice.
by this week.
I had a
Oh,
bunch
I
and
need-
I sold them. The only one I got is the Australian one.
I need to do.
Ravel,
I need to
Germany.
do. I need to do a big rig. I need to get a big rig just to do it.
Well, I've got almost all of it done except for painting it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so it's all glued together?
Yeah, biggest part of it. I got all the frame done, the engine and stuff like that, and then that's painted.
Just shoot and go.
Yeah,
It's still working.
Cool.
then put it all together.
Yeah, it won't be that bad. Once it's painted, it'll be good.
I mean, frame and everything, is all together and everything. But I got to do a little detail, once they get the engine block painted and everything, do some detail on it.
All right. So what kind of paint do you use? Are you gonna plan on using on it?
The craft paint, the only
Okay.
kind that
Oh,
only
like
kind
that
that I
one.
can use.
Oh,
I can't use lacquer or nothing like that because of the smell.
yeah.
I use all I use all acrylics. I don't like using any lacquers at all. On
I
my
learned CFM.
But I'm putting a
Great
customized paint job on it.
nice. Yesterday I went out to the garage and I got the stand for the Klingon ship. Took it to my orbital sander and went around all the edges to clean up the plastic that I had to cut off. But that's the top of the.
Oh wow.
That's the 3D printed platform that I did. I
Yeah.
sand all 4 of the edges down, and I'm printing the sides now to match this.
Yeah.
And I got the center or brass insert piece epoxied in the center.
What did you
And-
pattern that after?
Out of my head.
Okay.
I don't feel too bad that I don't have mine done because Jeff is the one that hosted the group build, and he don't have his big rig done either. Well, he had on there last night on his update, 48-hour update, that he's got it painted, but he's like me. He's there, getting there, but he ain't got it done yet. So
That's like
I don't feel quite as bad as I'm running behind.
That's like
Yeah.
the GI Mechanic bike build. Same thing. I got the engine built. That's it. But nobody else has got anything else done.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a little piece done.
John, I was also able to do a hole to match the diameter of the switch
Oh yeah.
to where it literally just drops right in
Oh cool.
Whoa.
like that.
Is that a push button?
Yeah. on and off switch.
That
Just,
guy, that one guy from UK, Dave, I think his name is, that does dioramas all the time for movie shows.
oh yeah,
I haven't seen him lately.
I actually can't think of it nearby.
Because the
I imagine
last
it.
thing I seen from him was that Dukes of Hazzard thing, I think it was.
And that was a little while ago.
And then he had that one from Back to the Future. He did that one.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. He did the Back to the Future. That was where he was in front of the clock tower scene.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Oh God, I haven't
Yeah,
seen him for a
I-
long
I-
time now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen
I'm
that.
subscribed. I'm subscribed to him. I have not seen any new videos from him at all for a while.
no.
He did.
Was
He
that
did a
Terry?
pretty awesome diorama with that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that was neat in front of that clock tower.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I mean, that was a. He got. I think he didn't. He also do the Terminator.
Yeah. With the skeleton heads on the ground.
Yeah, and he did half of the Terminator. So from the movie
Yeah.
where he's like dragging himself across the ground.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
pretty cool too. He's good. He built some awesome dioramas.
Yeah, he's real good.
Yeah, I love watching him. I guess I subscribed to him since I saw his videos, but I haven't
Yeah,
seen.
same here.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything lately. There's another
think-
one too that I used to watch religiously. I don't know if you guys ever heard of him. Starfleet Model Academy.
Yeah.
Walt. I have not seen. The last time I saw Walt's video, I know his wife was having some medical issues, and then he did one video, and then I've not seen anything from him for
Yeah,
been
that
years
can
now.
take a toll because money, time.
Oh yeah, I
Oh
know.
man.
I know he was sick for a while, and then I know he did one video where he said that his wife was really bad and it was serious, and then it wasn't long after that we didn't hear from him again. But I shot him a message, emailed him, and said, "Hey, hope everything's all right. You know what's going on," and never got a response back. So I imagine he's probably pretty wrapped up.
Yeah, it could be.
But he was
Yeah,
another one. I
it's
used to watch.
amazing. You follow somebody for so long, and then you wonder where the hell did that person go?
Right? Well, I know I took off for a while.
Like me,
when I
end
was-
up you're in the hospital like me.
Oh God, yeah.
That's
Well,
why
I
I
took
disappeared.
off.
I was following a
disappeared
guy for a
while.
long time, and then something happened. Then I went back to his channel like a couple months later. Then his wife had something up, and it said blah blah blah. Thanks for all the kind words, blah blah blah, and such. He passed on. I was like, what the hell?
Oh my God.
But the channel was still there, and she left it up so people could watch the stuff because everybody loved his stuff,
Well, I remember that, Sarah. Doctor Who, including the K9. I know who you're talking
I love
about.
Doctor Who. Yeah, I took off for like
Hey, John,
The
we're
first
old
time I-
enough. We remember Dr. Wynn.
I took off for like a year.
When
A
The
year?
first time. Yeah.
Wow, man.
Well, because my wife and I moved into a new house, and it just took me a while to get settled in, and between work and moving, I just didn't have anything set up. So it was almost a year that I just stayed off YouTube, and then in
Did you-
between that, I've taken breaks.
Did you try casting that jig again, Rick?
No, I've not. I don't have the. I'm trying to finish up. I got to print. I'm just printing the last of the parts for the Sulaco.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And after that, I'm working on another. I'm doing a print for Russ over at RT.
Okay.
He asked me if I would print him up a. It's an arm that holds your camera with the C
Oh,
clamp.
okay.
With a C clamp.
Yeah.
So we
Gimbal?
found it. Yeah, it's an adjustable arm system that you can move around. And he asked me if I'd print it for him, so I'm working on that. And then after that's done, then I'm gonna print Miguel's jig and see how it works. Because actually, I want to print the jig before I start working on the rat rod, because I think I can use that on the rat rod.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
I want to see this jig in use.
I do too, actually. So I want to print it first before I work on the rat rod.
I'm interested.
See how it does. I've got a couple of car models I could use it on to see how it works. If it works well, then I could send you the a 3D printed copy of it if you want.
Yeah,
me to.
that would be awesome.
I can do that. But
Yeah, if it works out, I wouldn't mind one.
okay. I will Let me know. I'll let you know if it works. If it does, I'll just make a couple copies of it and ship them out to you guys.
Okay, sounds good.
That's nice
So
of
I'm
you.
thinking of doing the chassis like I don't know, gunmetal maybe,
Mm, yeah,
and then have the aluminum panels for the interior.
Yeah,
that'd be
back in
cool.
the day, I would imagine they would have just had steel because he didn't. It wasn't like a polished and shined
No,
car. So
no. And don't forget, Miguel, when they first started drag racing, I don't know if you know the history, but a lot of people that started in drag racing, they got most of their parts from the junkyard.
Mm,
Oh, yeah.
That and they
Yeah.
were freshly out of the military.
well, and they were
So-
driving car. They were driving cars that they drove to the track. You know.
Yeah.
That was the way it was done.
Like some of those drag cars, I tell you, like you just look at them and go, you gotta be freaking kidding me. You taking that down a quarter mile?
Yeah,
It-
when I was watching that documentary on the Handless or Canless, I watched all of those docu films. It was like 2 hours worth of video or something like hour and a half, 2 hours. Anyway, he was talking about doing like 150 miles an hour, and I was like, man, those cars. I would not drive 150 miles an hour in an old Dodge or an old Chevy or an old Ford.
Dude, the Indies, the original Indies were wearing leather helmets, okay? They're
Uh-huh.
wearing leather helmets. The board racers, motorcycle board racers, they had no brakes. Zero brakes, going 100 miles an hour.
I watched a documentary on Indy, and they were talking about like the very first cars. And in one scene, they had a crash where it was like a rollover crash, and the dude goes flying out the car, and the car almost landed on him. Man, these guys were.
Somebody,
What?
there was a indie race here in Toronto, and a guy lost his head.
Oh Jesus.
So one of the Indy cars went right over it and took his head right off. So
Ooh.
the head was still in the helmet.
Oh my God.
So they don't have races in Toronto anymore after that.
Yeah, that I could not have. Oh my God,
That's
that's
some
bad.
scary shit.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
and he was only in his 20s.
Oh jeez. That's worse. Oh, yeah, Lordy.
Racing's a dangerous game, man.
Oh yeah, it is. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, look at like what like Dale Earnhardt, what smashed into the wall, lost him. I mean, yeah, racing's no joke.
Those cars, though, are pretty safe. The ones in the NASCAR.
Yeah,
Now
but
they
still,
are.
I mean, they're safe only to a point. I mean, you're still taking you're still taking a big chance.
You don't
Oh,
see
yeah.
as many deaths, though. If you notice, you
No.
don't see as many deaths.
No, I mean
It would be like every year somebody would be dead, but
Yeah.
not anymore.
they've improved the safeties a lot with the drivers, but
Oh yeah.
They're-
Fire
you're
suppression systems on them.
yeah, but you're still
Like
never
the
going to
Indy cars?
100%
of
eliminate
course not.
that threat. I mean,
Yeah,
you're
you're
still
going
taking a chance.
you're going drag racing. You're going 325 in a quarter.
Yeah.
In less than 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, you're
Okay. Things
you're-
move very quickly.
I remember
Yeah.
You
seeing
don't have time.
I
Oh
remember
shit!
seeing
I'm
an
gonna
inter-
die. That's it.
I
You didn't
remember
even
seeing
get
an
that point.
interview. I remember seeing an interview that Kenny Bernstein done back in the late
Oh
'70s.
yeah, Kenny Burson, yeah.
And yeah, he was my hero back then. But he was said that the first 300 feet of when you go down a track in that funny car, you're more or less blinded. That you're pinned back some bats. That your eyes is actually pinned together. You can't see the first 300 feet.
oh wow, the G-force from the acceleration.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
over 7 Gs.
Yeah. And he said when you see them get out at the end of the track and rubbing their face and everything, it's because all that nitro is burning their skin.
Wow.
If you ever notice, if you watch any of the old races like that, as soon as they get out of that car and pull that helmet and stuff off, then they start rubbing their face because he said it makes their skin like tingle.
Makes sense. I mean,
Yeah,
well,
well,
look at the space shuttle when it launches. It launches at 8 Gs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're in a car doing 7 Gs, I mean, you're almost at a launch speed for a rocket.
Yeah.
So
But
Well, it's like when I drove that dragster for a friend of mine, just going down the quarter mile once, when I got out, it felt like the 18 wheeler just hit me in the chest.
Well, yeah, you were
Like
every part of your
the
body was
impact
just,
was unbelievable.
yeah. I mean, every organ in your body and is being pushed back at
Yeah.
excessive force.
I don't know if it was Don Garlitz or I can't remember, but one of them said it ripped the retinas out of his eyes,
I believe it.
and they had to
Doesn't
have him
matter what
reattached.
safety you have, a human body isn't designed to stop suddenly above. No, you're right, Sarah. It's she said, no matter what safety there are, your body is not meant or designed to stop suddenly above 30 mph, which is very true. It's
I think
Hey,
Richard's asking a question, Rick,
what
about an
is
expensive
an
3D
expensive-
printer.
That's like falling out
are
of
we-
a building.
Are you
That's
talking
right.
about? Are we talking like the plastic 3D printing or like the resin printer? Because they do vary in price quite considerably.
I'm too old to learn this.
You're not too old to learn anything. Just give it a shot. Once you start doing it, you'll
I
pick it
really
up.
don't have the room for it.
You can pick it up slow, like the snail.
I mean, you can spend with printers like 3D printers, resin 3D printers. You can spend in the excess of $5,000 to $10,000
Oh yeah.
on a resin printer. I've seen them go for 10 grand. If you're looking at what they call FDM printers, which is your filament plastic, you can get them as low as under $200 or as high as $600 to $700. The bigger you go, the more it's going to cost. I have a CR10, which cost me over $400 for that, but it is a excellent printer. Okay, resin, yeah, resins. It depends on the size. If you want a big boy, you're looking at at least 5 grand.
Wow.
If you want one like I got, which is a small bill plate, which is
Like
still
if you're
doable.
only doing small parts, you don't need a big bed for it.
Right. What I have is really good for doing small parts, and I think it cost me. I got the set, which is the curing and wash station, and the printer, for I believe under $300 or about $300, which is a good deal because you're getting both components, which you need both components on resin printing. You need a wash station, a wash and cure, or at least a cure station, and um, the printer itself. And it's by it's an Alegu Mars 2 is what I got. You can find them on Amazon.
I bet if it keeps up with this resin printing, they're going to find an easier way to melt that resin that you don't use anymore. That you can reuse it again.
Well,
You know what I mean?
the resin printer, it's not melting. It's already in liquid form. It uses UV to cure it. The extruder, which is the FDM printer, I don't know. I mean, they might change that up one of these days, but for right now, the hot ends they use is pretty durable and is pretty good. Yeah, I'll go with plastic. Yeah, it Procari, to be honest, if you want a really good start, if you've never or never 3D printed before, a good starter printer, which is not that expensive, is the Alegu Neptune 2. I'll move my camera and I'll show you. Hold on a second. All right, start the shaky cam, guys.
How's that Dremel? I know Dremel makes a 3D printer too, eh?
I don't know about Dremel, actually. I've never seen
How do you
theirs.
spell Lego?
It is
ELAGO.
Oh, two O's. That Alegu Neptune 2 is under $200, and it is a touchscreen. It's upgraded with the latest firmware, and it prints perfect out of the box.
Okay, what's the model number?
I do
Neptune
not know the
2.
model.
Say that again.
Yeah.
Neptune 2.
Alegu Neptune 2. That is a great starter printer for someone that's just getting into the 3D printing hobby, and it's
What does
very
that cost?
user-friendly. That was under $200.
All right, that's not bad.
But they only accept certain files, right?
Well, you can convert files to the files that it takes, and it takes STL files. But you can
Okay.
convert any file into STL. You just have to have the slicer
Oh,
program
okay.
to do it. And what's nice about that particular model is that it comes with its own slicer program on the disk, so you can just load up the slicer program to your computer.
Okay.
It's a very user-friendly machine, and honestly, I did a lot of research before I bought it, and every review was really good. So I went in and picked it up, and I was not disappointed. Although I did have to return it though because the one they sent me was defective,
Yeah.
and the electronics didn't work right, so I had to have a return. But
Okay, a question for you, Rick. If you don't have enough support on the part, right, and you print it, would it sag?
Yes.
yes,
Okay.
Or it might just fail in completely.
Okay. So in
Yeah.
other words, you got to have supports so many millimeters all the way around the part.
Yeah, because the printer, it's doing a loop around the entire part, like the entire layer, and it's laying a layer of the plastic. And if the part doesn't have support, then it droops, right? So then
Yeah.
it moves up whatever the dimension is for your layer, and then it tries to print another layer. And if the previous layer has sagged because there's no support, then that layer is going to be trying to print in midair, and so then it's going to that is going to sag, and so it's just going to completely screw up that part.
and it
Hi, Josh.
depends.
So
And I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right, but Rysdam, I believe is how I'm pronouncing it. If I'm wrong, I
Yeah, his
apologize.
real name is Josh.
Oh, Josh. Okay. Hi, Josh. I see you in the chat.
buddy.
And also, I want to thank you, by the way, for subscribing to my channel, because I got your subscription. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. But yeah, no, Miguel's right. It's with printing, with 3D printing, the plastic style. Let's see,
So if the part is heavier, the more support you have, the more it's going to be stable.
Not so much weight. It's so much how much the overhang is.
Oh, okay.
The
Yeah,
overhang
because
is
the
what
little
kills it.
nozzle is squirting out plastic, right, as it moves around. And so
Right.
that plastic needs to stick to the previous layer. And if there's nothing there to support the melted plastic, it's hot. It's almost liquid when it comes out of the nozzle.
Yep.
So it needs a layer to rest on so that it can harden.
yeah, the
And-
first part has to be hard before the other part goes on, right?
Yeah, and so if there's no supports, or if the angle is too sharp and it tries to print out in the middle of the air where there's no support or plastic for it
It's
to
gonna
stick
drop.
to, then it's just going to droop.
Okay.
Yeah, like a glue gun.
Yeah.
Like if
And-
you squirted a glue gun in the middle of the air, the glue just
Yeah.
drips and drizzles like honey until it gets cold enough to where it solidifies.
And yeah, John, you're correct. It is. It does depend on the file too. There's a lot of factors to play in that, but a lot of it is overhang. It's how much of an overhang you have. Some printers though, you can have a little bit of an overhang, and it will still print that overhang. Like for example, like when I printed, like if I were to print this upright like this, even though it's got these grooves all around
Yeah.
it, it's still not too deep to where it'll still print
You're at
without
Walmart
supports.
right now.
Okay.
But if you have a really big overhang or you have to bridge something, you've got to have a support underneath of it. Otherwise, like Miguel said, it's just going to print in midair,
Okay.
and it's not going to work. Resin
Well,
printing is a little bit different with supports.
You learn something new every day.
When I first started 3D printing, I had no idea how to 3D print. I just got into it because it looked fun, and I talk about a learning curve and a half.
I know there's a lot of people on YouTube that build models, and they have a 3D printer, and they still haven't used it yet.
Yeah, it's not really super hard, but then again, it is a learning curve. You just have to kind of
Yeah.
you just have to. It's not one of the things where you just don't. You learn more as you start printing. You start learning.
I think a lot
like,
of people are scared that they'll fail the first time, and then they won't get back to it again. Or something.
Well, you're going to fail a lot of times when you're
Yeah.
learning to 3D print,
Zigzag
and that's
infill
really
gives
what
a
makes
lot
you
of
better.
help with other hangs. Yeah, that's true. It does. Josh saying zigzag infill gives a lot to help with the overhangs, which sure zigzag is actually a really good pattern to use. I prefer that pattern for infill more than anything else.
Hey, Rick,
Cubic also works really well too, but zigzag's the best.
how many times, Rick, have you been printing something other and your file crash or corrupt or something, and it stopped, and then you got to start all over again?
Well, the files, if the file's corrupted, it won't even print at all. But if the printer gets clogged or a power outage happens, which I've had a couple of times, I've woken up to one time the print came loose from the bed and moved around, and then the plastic just shot everywhere, and I had this like
Hi,
bunch of
Jamie.
plastic. Hey, Jamie. And I've had
Hi,
other
Jamie.
prints just clog up the nozzle and stop, and the machine gets like this far up from the part, and there's nothing in between. It's like there's a number of ways prints can fail, to be honest, and I think I've had a lot.
I mean, to me, that's the biggest drawback. I mean, it takes you 10, 12 hours, for it to print start with, depending on the size. But then it gets halfway, they're almost finished, and then something like that happens, and there you've lost the whole thing.
Well, but you'll learn from that. You'll learn, you'll figure out what
Not
you did wrong.
off.
I've lost a lot of prints that were almost complete, and they were big prints. I mean, like this big, and I've lost them at the end, which really sucked. Procari, production. Do you have how to verse?
Yeah, videos on 3D printing. That's what he's asking.
Oh, how to videos on? No, actually, I do not. I don't really think I'm really experienced enough with 3D printing to do videos on that, and I would not feel good about doing this. I don't think my knowledge is there yet with the 3D
I
printing.
don't think Mike will do it either. 3D designs.
Glue sticks.
I don't
Yes,
think he'll
glue
do
sticks
it
are your
either.
friend. Let me show you something else I use for bed adhesion, and I found this on Amazon. Goes a long way. And I'm going to put this on big screen for anyone that is doing 3D printing.
Be right back, folks. I'm going to go spray something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this stuff is a really good product. It's called Bedweld, and this works really well. A little bit, you just squeeze it onto the bed. It's got a foam applicator. You just squeeze it and then just run it over your bed, and as your bed heats up, it dries, and it works really good for sticking prints down to your print bed, but only for FDM printers. This does not work for resin. So that's a really good product to use. I've used it a lot, and I still have over half a bottle left, and it works really good for making sure your prints will stick.
You know what kills me, Rick, is that a lot of people use Pam for frying pan or whatever, right?
Mhm.
Well, why don't you get a squirt bottle and just fill it up with oil? It does the same thing.
Well, actually, you don't want
And
the
it's
oil
cheaper.
on the,
It's
but you don't
cheaper.
want the oil on the build plate because you want the thing to stick to it, not be unsticking.
But,
This is the glue.
It just
That
makes
makes
it
it
like
stick.
that much more.
You sure that's not shoe polish?
Now, the reverse effect of that on resin printing. Oh, look up on. Yes, Uncle Jesse is a really good guy to learn from with 3D printing. By the way, he's a master at 3D printing. That guy can, yeah, he does both FDM and resin. He's really good. I like watching Uncle Jesse. I think I'm subscribed to him too. But on resin printers, it's actually the opposite. You want the material to come off the bottom plate, so you have to put oil on the bottom plate so it peels off of it, but you want it to stick to the upper plate because it's pretty upside down.
You know,
So
you
it's
can
totally
use Pam as mold releasing, right?
Yeah, you can use on resin printers. You can use Pam on the clear film plate. Spray some Pam on there, works great. or
Or olive
actually,
oil.
or this. I
That's
use this
healthier for you.
or this.
Three
I
in
put
one?
this. Yeah, 3-in-1 oil. I put this on a little rag, and I wipe the bottom of the clear plate off, and nothing sticks to it.
You ever watch that guy called Skilled Modeler? He's
Yes.
from Europe, and he has a lot of subscribers. He's doing a lot of 3D printing, and he shared a file, but I forgot the name. And this guy does a lot of like car parts.
Yeah, I think I've watched him. Yeah, I've watched him quite a few times actually.
Yeah, I've been subscribed to him for a long time.
He's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, he is.
He's real good.
He
Yeah,
did rubber tires and rims the last time, but he got the file from his friend, but he posted the links to his friend's site. But I
Nice.
forgot the name.
Yeah, I think he just did stuff recently too, didn't he?
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. And
Yeah,
he put the
I
links
watched
in his friend's channel.
I think I download those links. I need to go back and I got on my subscription list. I'll have to look at go back and see if I download those files.
Yeah,
Because
don't know
usually I
what he'll
download
do.
3D files. Whatever I find them, I download them.
Yeah, I forget the name. I think it was the same S something. I forget though.
Yeah,
I
Procarious is
think if I buy
WD-40.
that printer,
Yeah.
I'll just start with those, those little
Oh.
small files they have. They have like little figures you can start printing.
Blue Streak says hi all. Hey Blue Streak.
Hey, Blue Streak.
Hi, Blue.
But yes, WD-40 is great for resin printing too. Anything that's got an oil to it works. Ultra. Oh yeah, I got that stuff out in the garage. I use that.
But then you have to paint it. And you have to make sure none of that stuff's on it.
Yeah.
So you got things painted, Miguel?
Getting there.
That's good.
What are you doing? The exhaust system or the?
Yeah, that's exhaust.
Okay, that's what I thought it was.
I just painted the exhaust flat black.
Sweet.
Just go with the theme.
Well, it's looking good so far. I can't wait to see when it's done. That's
Well.
sweet.
Well, we got about, what, 7 hours?
And to think, no cobwebs.
Miguel, we're losing your audio.
He lost his headset on that one.
You can't hear me?
Yeah.
It's
You're
broken
breaking
up.
up.
Oh, my internet might be.
Hard to do.
Houston, we have a problem.
If you're in a helicopter, you sound just right.
Yeah, right. I am waiting for Amazon to show up. I have a webcam.
I'll check my
headset.
setting.
Hoping it would have showed up.
Good luck, Amazon.
Oh yeah, Blue Streak. To be honest, I've been having issues with Amazon too, getting stuff to me on time. They'll give me a delivery date and they will postpone it and postpone and postpone it.
You think that's bad? I just ordered something from Walmart a couple of weeks ago, and they said, "Oh, you won't receive it until August." I go, "Holy crap! Where's it coming from? China?"
Well,
I didn't
that's
know
okay.
Walmart deal with third parties.
I needed
okay.
this.
Yeah,
I
Walmart
needed
has a lot
this
of
set
third-party stuff
yesterday to fix
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
brakes.
I know that now,
Okay.
Miguel.
I needed
Well-
this set yesterday to fix the brakes. Nobody had it. Amazon don't got it for 2 days. Walmart would get it next month. I went down to Harbor Freight and got it. They had it.
Usually I'm afraid I have it. I ordered. I needed to buy more filament to finish printing these parts for this model I'm working on. So I went and found my primer gray like I normally do, and I placed the order. And it's a brand that I get religiously all the time, and it usually comes in a couple of days. I'm not getting until August 2nd.
Wow.
Wow.
So
See,
I ended up having
It's
to
like
go
they don't
back-
want you to do nothing. It's like they
Right.
don't-
So I
they
ended
don't
up
want
having
you
to go back into Amazon and reorder different color filament, and I got that 2 days later. From
You
the
ever
same,
notice?
but from the same company.
Yeah.
Which
Did
is
you
weird.
ever notice that the stuff that you don't need, you get like no problem? Like
Oh,
if
yeah.
you need something that completely frivolous, and it's like there next day. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Well, like the stuff I'm using now is military green filament, and the stuff that I ordered was primer gray filament. They're the same company, the same site. The military green came in 2 days later, and I'm still waiting on the primer gray till August before I get it, and I don't understand that.
The robots couldn't make it.
Something I don't. It maybe I was like, screw this. It's only.
We're out of primer.
I usually get everything from Amazon within 2 days. But then again, I'm about 30 miles away from one of the biggest distribution centers, too.
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I have got ordered something other like this evening and get it tomorrow.
Yeah, that's good. That there's nothing worse than waiting online for stuff,
Yeah.
Terry.
Yeah.
I'm always waiting for stuff because all my stuff comes from
Oh,
online.
yeah. Yeah. Now, I have been times, that they'll come up and say, well, dude, I guess the particular item that you're ordering, I can't get it in 2 days. It's,
Yeah.
3 or
Well,
4.
Hopefully, Blue Streak, you don't have any more have any delays on your stuff coming in. I hope you get it soon. It can be.
Yeah,
It
the
can be.
last time I used to order a lot of drag racing history from Amazon until I got my last book. And the last book, all the color pages were ripped out of the book.
I remember you telling us
Wow.
about that.
After that, I wouldn't buy from Amazon again.
Amazon can be kind of,
Depends
depending.
on
Well,
the
with
seller.
somebody else, like it wasn't on Amazon. It was
Well, I was going to say,
Yeah,
it's not
the
actually
third party.
Amazon you're buying it from. It's the person that's selling on
Yeah,
Amazon.
the third
Yeah.
party.
It's like
And
eBay. I mean,
and I
you're
paid
not actually
like
buying from eBay. You're buying off the seller on eBay.
and I
Right.
paid like $45 for this book, and I use these books to build my drag cars.
Oh yeah, great reference material for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta. I mean, it's you're buying third party. It's kind of you're kind of taking a chance.
That's iffy.
Yeah.
Every single
It
time.
is. I mean, I've had pretty decent luck with Amazon so far. I've only had a few things that I had to send back, or but I mean, that's been pretty decent. But
It's a big
you take chance.
corporation, Amazon.
Oh yeah, God, they're getting bigger every day.
Hey, thank all us Amazon users for letting them go to space.
Right?
He said, "Cause you guys did it. You guys made me go to space."
And I quit fooling with Evil Bay. I
Yeah,
won't
I
even buy
don't mess
nothing.
with
Hey, Russ.
I won't buy nothing from them no more.
Hey, can you hear me?
Same.
Clear.
I'm the same way, Terry.
Hi, Ross. How you doing?
Hey,
Hey,
Ron,
now you can get your silver foil. From,
Yeah, Blue Streak. Sometimes, yeah, it's the people that work there too. Definitely. Things like meds are. Oh, so Sarah, she's got to take off.
Okay,
Sarah's
Sarah,
good to,
have a
it's
good
good to see
night.
you.
Good to see you, Sarah.
Take it easy.
Get
Get
some
better.
rest, Sarah. Hope you feel
And
better.
Sarah said, good to see you again, Terry.
well, thanks, Sarah. Glad you're out of the hospital and hopefully you're getting better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get some
she's
rest.
supposed to get out on Tuesday.
Oh, she ain't out yet?
No.
Her meds are kicking in, so she's getting ready to go sleep. I know how you feel on that one,
Yeah.
Can I get some of those meds?
right?
You don't need no meds. You're fine. You can take the stress.
You know, Miguel, just listen to Mopar try to build a model for about an hour, you'll be fine.
Yeah. You'll feel really quick.
Just think, whatever meds John's on, don't want them, eh?
I don't think I've got Ross in my, or subscribed to his channel. I'm trying to read what the name is where I'm on my phone. If this is writing so little, can't see it.
Oh,
That's
okay.
that's actually a good idea, Blue Streak, to avoid having it
The RT
delivered
probably
on
works.
Sunday.
Yep, it is.
I guess we
That's-
better than thought of.
I try doing that myself. I try to order where I get my shipments during the week, not on a weekend,
Well,
or
weird,
if they
'cause-
anything on a Saturday.
That's when my stuff
I always
shows
try to
up
make
Sunday.
it worth my while. I order more than one item.
Yeah, well, a lot of times you're saving money on the tax and the shipping mainly the shipping if you just order multiple.
Well, there's one hobby shop in Toronto. If you order anything $45 or less, they get paid for the free shipping
Oh, nice.
for
Yeah,
the whole month
so
of July.
anything over a certain cost, yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good idea.
Well, that's another thing I like about living here. I mean, that I can get stuff from Amazon on Sunday. UPS,
Okay,
FedEx, both
Richard,
run.
I'll talk to you later.
I've gotten stuff
Okay,
on
Richard.
Sunday
Got to run. Okay, Pro Carry, you take care
from
of
the,
yourself.
U,
Good to
from
see
the
you.
USPS on Sunday. That's a surprise.
Yeah, I do that too. Sometimes
Oh.
Amazon will send it by USPS and the
You're very
mail-
welcome, Pro Carry.
mail lady
My
will
heart-
bring it on
My
Sunday.
heart always drops when I see USPS. Oh man,
Yeah.
not USPS.
Yeah, that same feeling here.
I like
Amazon comes
USPS.
back and says that's who's shipping. I said, well, hell.
Half the time, I wish they would send it USPS because USPS, I get good tracking info. I can see where the package is.
Well, that's right too. The
They
mail
lost.
lady,
They lost my thinner bottle.
usually the mail people, they ain't as bad as UPS drivers just swing it from one end to the other either.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. UPS is the one I like. USPS is a pain in the
I knew
ass.
there was something wrong here.
Yeah, I was wondering why, regular mail that you like get better.
Ain't nobody likes.
Yeah, Blue Streak gets right.
Yeah.
Sometimes it depends on the people you deal with
Yeah,
down there.
now I like UPS better than I do FedEx.
Yeah, and FedEx, I don't care for FedEx. They throw your stuff at your door.
Yeah.
I usually don't
I
have
do.
problems like that.
I did once a trade with a guy, and he sent a FedEx through his work, and then when the package came to my door, the guy goes $65. I go, oh. I think there's a mistake here.
Yeah, big mistake.
Yeah.
So I messaged the guy and he paid it.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Well, my wife had something delivered through FedEx one time, and we were in an upstairs apartment, and it was on. I think it was on like a Saturday, and we heard this thump at the door, like someone hit the door. I was like, "What the hell is that?" So I opened the door up, and we looked down, and there's the package, and we see the FedEx guy. He went halfway up because my staircase went like this, and then went up another level. He was at the first landing, and he just frisbeed it
Chucked it.
at my door, and we see him bolting down and I yelled at him. I was like, "Hey, son of a bitch!" And he just bolted out. And luckily it wasn't anything breakable, but the guy like frisbeed it at my front door, and I'm like, "Dude, you could have walked up one more set of stairs." Seriously?
Yeah.
They're under a lot of pressure though.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
don't throw,
Blue.
but still,
I
you
hear
do
ya.
not throw people's package at their door. You just don't do that shit.
Yeah, I understand that, but the one
If you
guy I
can't
got,
handle that kind of pressure, then maybe they need to get a different job. I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah.
dude,
I agree.
Well, the mill
the one
service
guy that
here,
delivers, he's like older than John Paul, and he's got 190 stops a day.
Yeah.
190, and he's older than John Paul. I'm like, wow.
That's kind of chancy blue streak. I don't know. They might not put
But
it in the
for
bag
the-
if it's raining.
But for the money that they make doing it, though, they should actually do their job.
I agree. I mean, you know
here's
what?
I mean, some of them
and
gets
here-
$30, $40 an hour.
here,
If it's a young
You're
dude,
right.
I can see it.
it's so bad. I had a
Well,
compressor.
if he's told us
They
me and
don't-
JP, then he don't need to be doing it.
They don't even knock at your door. They just drop it in front of your door and take off.
Yeah,
don't
they
care
do
what
that.
their
They do
age
that here
is.
too, John.
Like,
if they
you
can't
know,
handle
like anybody can walk
property-
away with it.
Fire him.
$300
That's right, Miguel. Fire the guy.
Oh, that's good, blue streak. That's nice. He actually does that for you.
And they make
No.
good money too. Yeah, you're right.
Fire the
Terry.
guy.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time here, I have a sign on my door, on my mailbox saying, "Please ring doorbell." Most of the time, but at least they'll drop it off, but they won't throw it. They'll just like put it down in front of my door, which is fine. I don't mind that.
How about when Amazon
Fingers.
says, hand it to residents, but you find it in the mailbox?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I hate about USPS is the tracking will show delivered, but it's in the mailbox. Like our mailbox isn't at the door. We have to walk a couple houses down to a central mailbox area.
okay.
And so they'll put it in the mailbox or they'll put it in the little community box and then they'll put the key to that box in your mailbox.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I lived in an
That's
apartment
what I
complex
got.
like that. Yeah, I
Well,
think yours. Yeah, Russ, you have to walk down to your box too, don't
I
you?
actually like it because I got you all beat. Amazon, was it Amazon or was it US? What is it? UPS?
USPS.
Yeah,
USPS?
no, USPS or no, it was UPS. It was
UPS. Gotcha.
Oh,
They showed it delivered, and for the life of me, I couldn't find it, and so I get a refund. I'm like, well, I need that. It was for my air compressor, my little compressor, and so I get another one. I don't think about it. Come spring, I go in the backyard. It's fucking frozen to my fucking back door,
You told me about that.
behind my AC unit, frozen to the ground. I'm like, you motherfuckers.
It's like, wow. At least you found it. Was it still any good though, or was it shot?
I
It was
ordered-
shot. It was the vapor trap or whatever that thing is that hooks to the
Oh.
front.
The
It
air
was gone.
filter,
Pressure control.
the moisture
Yeah,
trap.
Yeah, it was a moisture trap. It was a moisture trap combo, and that was just ruined.
Oh jeez. Well, at least you got your money back.
I got spare parts too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually those gauges on those moisture traps, they only work for so long too.
Yeah.
My air compressor's fairly new, so mine's still running.
I had a what do you call a box at the mail place. You know, when you have your own
P.O.
box, your
box.
PO box, right? And I ordered a nitro motor from one of these companies, right? And the motor never came, and I told the guy, hey, you never sent me the motor. I got a box, it never showed up there. Okay, we'll send you another one. Sends me another one. I picked that up. 3 weeks later, the lady at the box place goes, here, I forgot to give you this. And I ended up with 2 motors.
Nice.
That works.
At $180, I was okay. Should I send it back?
Hey, Russ.
Hey.
I showed everybody this, but you came in late. But look what Chris bought for me.
Ooh, very nice.
Yes, Academy Aethan Warhog. It's a small one, but it's really super detailed and is
Well,
absolutely awesome.
it's a
Well, she
warthog.
always gets a small one. She thought you should have one.
Oh,
Dude,
no.
I knew this was gonna happen.
You walked
That
right into
was-
that one.
Yeah.
Oh, Miguel.
I kept my
Miguel,
mouth
Miguel.
shut, didn't say a
Sorry, I
word.
couldn't help myself.
I was on how to let it go.
Oh,
Hey.
Miguel,
Hey.
I will give you that one because that was good. I will give that to
Hey,
you.
hey, Rick,
Uh.
the guilty always speak first, though.
Oh! Hey, get out of my webcam.
No, I'm talking about Miguel. That's talking from experience, what I should have said.
Oh.
Oh,
I just keep making matters worse. Hell, just forget what I said altogether. I don't even know what I'm saying, evidently.
I love
Hey
it.
guys,
I
maybe
love
Hobby Barnes meds are really getting good now.
I've tried twice, and I still can't get it right.
it. Russ, go ahead. What's up?
Now you know why it takes me so long to build a model.
Oh, wait a minute.
guys, I got a jet. My dad was supposed to be here at 1, and he just called me, so I gotta get
Cool.
out.
Okay, Russ.
Well,
All right.
Blue is
Later
asking if we're going to be on again tonight or something.
I'll talk to you later, Russ.
Yep, later.
Wednesday.
Okay, later, Ross.
When will you guys be on again? My live streams I do on Sundays at this time, and then I know John and Miguel have a 10 o'clock live stream that they do on Saturdays, and I think you guys do a Wednesday one too, right? Yeah, you do the Wednesday
Wed-
one.
We do Wednesday.
Wednesday for 8 p.m. Eastern time, Blue.
Yeah, I only do one
If you-
on the Sundays,
If you send me your email, I can send you the links, Blue, for Wednesday, if you want to join us.
and
So
I
I
can get
can't
your
do it
email,
because I'm on the StreamYard site.
and I can actually get your email from John, so I could also put you in there. So when I do my announcements, I can send you emails too.
Yeah. Can you post my email there, Rick? Because I can't do it. I'm on
Yeah.
I'm on StreamYard.
Yeah, let me get to my emails, and I will post that. Yes,
Well, at least Terry, you got a pretty good sense of humor, anyways.
Yeah, but I ended up screwing that up. Rick will ban me now. I'll never get back in here again.
He doesn't ban people. He just puts them in timeout. Right, John? Mopar?
Yeah.
No, I've been telling no, that's never happened to me yet.
Oh,
not
it's
here,
John,
not
it's
here
John
anyway.
that puts you in timeout.
He don't put no. You know what he does? He ignores, or he goes, "What button?" Okay.
Yeah, it's like when I first logged in. I kept
Yeah.
waiting and waiting and waiting.
I'm like
and-
Hobby Barnes waiting.
and
What's
I
going
said,
on
I
here?
said
I'm
to
behind
myself,
Hobby
Rick,
Barnes.
look up at the screen, see if we're in here waiting. Then all of a sudden you notice that me and John both was waiting to get in.
I'm sorry. I was checking out the rat rod kit.
He was
That's
admiring
the
his Klingon.
That's the reason why I mentioned about the chrome or dechroming when we did get in there, because I'd already heard you talking about it.
Not my fault. Okay, I'm trying to. Why is this not working?
It's just POL_John@hotmail.com. It's easy.
Yeah, I'm trying to copy it off the email so I can.
Wow, JP's telling you it's easy.
Well, it's a short name. It's easy for travelers checks, I tell you that.
Hey, Miguel,
Yes, sir.
I've got your email address. I'm going to send you an email and give you my address so you can send me a shop card,
Oh, yeah, sure.
since you got plenty of them.
I got plenty of them.
Yeah, so do I.
Hold on a second. This is becoming
I
a.
got quite a few still.
Yeah, I ain't got one of yours, John.
Well, I can send you one. I think I still got your email address. I'll send you one.
Yeah. Where do y'all mostly get your all made at? 'cause I was going to get me some made.
I went to Vision, I think it's called.
I just went to Office Max. Or
I
Office
just
I
make
will.
them.
I went to Vision. I think I got
Almost.
100 for $15 or something like that.
I've seen. I used to get my business cards and stuff made at Vistaprint, but they
Yeah,
wanted
Vista,
like
that's the one. That's
they
the one.
wanted like they wanted like $50 for 100 of them. And I said, well, shit, you know,
Wow.
they bound
Wow.
to be cheaper than
That
that.
went up.
I paid
Yeah.
25 bucks for 20 of them.
$25 for 20? I want one of those cards.
I'll send you one.
Yeah, send
But
me one of them.
mine are printed on like glossy cardstock, and it's a photo. I mean, I made the image myself, so
Can you show
Well,
us
that's not-
one?
yeah, I'll show them to you. Let's see there.
Hey, Miguel.
Yes, sir.
My computer is not wanting to put the email in there. Could you put John's email into the
Sure.
chat? For some reason it keeps wanting to paste the StreamYard. It's like my computer is acting like a pain in the ass.
Huh.
And Bluestrick, posted his email up.
John, you want your Hotmail address or your Gmail address in there?
Hotmail.
He's hot.
I'm glad you think so, John.
Now I got a shop card from Kirk on KH Hobbies, and his looks just like you just took a regular photograph. I mean,
Wow.
it's a glossy 4x8. I mean, it's really nice.
Well, you seen mine, right? My card. The Dragnut.
Yeah, I think I've seen the picture.
Yeah.
This is my card.
Well, I drew
Oh, okay.
mine out.
Cool.
I drew mine out.
Um,
That's a drawing from when I was
Not-
15 years old.
not to say that any of yours is bad, but the best one I've seen so far is David 10. I mean,
I don't
his
know.
card's pretty neat the way he drawed it all out and everything.
I like that, Miguel.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've seen a lot of nice looking shop cards too, but I just like, you know, the way
I like Seamy's card. That's pretty nice too.
I got over 100
Yeah.
of them so far.
I
Well,
have
other
like
people-
I have like 4 or 5 of them, I think.
I got 2 closet doors done, and my back door from my bedroom is done.
I got about 4 or 5 that I need to do a video on that where I'm running so far behind.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw John, but Bluestrick put his email up, by the way.
What's that?
Bluestrick put his email up on the chat. I don't know if you got it or not.
Okay, I'll check it later on the other computer.
Guys, I'll be right back. Get in there a couple.
Because I don't have my email connected with this laptop. Because I only use it for these live shows.
Now, I've seen some modelers, they say, you know, that they won't send a shop card unless you're subscribed to them.
Wow.
And I've seen some that said that they won't send one to unless you send one to them or have one to send.
Wow.
I had it once, Terry, Dr. Cranky. I asked him for a card. He says, send me $25 and I'll send you a card.
Oh,
I don't think so.
I
Your card's
like
not worth
Frizzo's
that much.
card. Frizzo's card is nice.
Who?
Yeah.
Frizzo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's one
He's
of
in
them
the
that I've got
with me.
he's one I've got to do a mail call on. I got
And
one from him.
Poppy's was cool too. Big Country, Big Country, right, JP?
Yeah.
Big Country Creations. You got that one, right?
Yeah, I got that one too.
Yeah, he did a good card. That was a nice card.
Yeah, he hasn't been on lately, eh?
And this is the old man. That old man that, what do you call it? JP, I think it is.
Yeah. I drew that when I was 15, John.
Yeah, you did? That's pretty
Yeah.
good. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I wish I could draw that good.
I used to draw all the time. My parents
Yeah, I just-
wanted me to go to art school.
Jeff's
and I
Model
never did.
Cars, the ferret guy, the man with the ferrets.
There's one of them that I got to do a mail call on. You recognize that one, John?
Yep, I recognize that one.
See how far behind I am? You remember how
It's
long ago
okay,
that's
it's
been?
okay.
You remember how long ago you sent that?
Oh, I didn't send, it's not that long. I'm slow. That was about 2 weeks ago. Maybe 2 weeks.
Oh, just noticed I got this other one here from you too.
Yeah, I sent 2 of them.
Yeah, yeah, I like that one.
I'll send the other
Okay.
one. I'm gonna send the RAM to Mig probably.
Oh yeah. Hook a
That
brother up.
Seamy. Seamy's is nice. I like Seamy's. It's all lit up.
Yeah,
And it doesn't go off. You know, it doesn't go off intermittently. He's not in the frame right now. I could say that.
yeah, I'm waiting to get one from him because he told me to send me my address and he'd send me one. I
Oh,
just ain't got it yet.
Keith tried to send me a card 3 times.
Throttle
3
Power's
times
a cool
with the
guy
card.
too. Throttle
I
Power is
found
a nice dude, man. He's a
Oh
good.
yeah, Tim.
I love
Did you-
Tim.
Didn't y'all watch his cruise in video he made yesterday or posted yesterday?
Yeah, I
didn't
saw
get to
that.
see
All them
Yeah,
rat
I saw
rods.
that. Yeah.
But I those are the kinds of videos I really like.
You know
when he
that-
does them.
You know that Tim used to write magazine? Write for
Yeah.
a magazine?
Found
Yeah.
that out on what do you call
Lucky C.
Yeah,
Lucas
Lucas
C. Yeah, he sent Lucas C a set of the books that he had or magazine. or
Redline
something.
T-shirts, dude. You should be subscribed to Redline T-shirts. That cost $24 a piece. The shirts. The information in the back.
Yeah, it'll be about double for me, John.
I know. Look at that vet, John. You like that vet?
Oh yeah.
Pretty cool.
You know which vet I like, John, is the Bodwin. Mr. Baldwin. Baldwin, yeah.
Baldwin, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
the
got a lot of
black and
body
yellow.
work. That's got a lot
Black,
of body
black and
treatment.
yellow paint job on them.
Yeah,
I
those
was,
got a
thinking
lot of.
I was thinking I had that model, but it may not.
No,
I
they
have a
never-
couple of
they
Baldwin
never-
models in 125.
Yeah, they never made a model of that car.
Oh, didn't it? Maybe it's might have been Camaro. Hell, I don't know. I got Baldwin something other up there. It'd be a
Got a-
note for all
Got a
of us.
Baldwin Vega.
A friend of mine has got a real one, John.
That's
Paid a lot
nice.
of money for it. He lives in Nova Scotia.
I like it. I like this one model because it actually made the hatchback open.
Oh, cool.
Didn't it? Yeah, they opened the hatchback, so that was freaking great. The bottom with the lake style pipes on it, side pipes on it,
Ooh, that looks good.
reverse opening hood.
I like that.
Yeah, a friend of mine's got a real one of those cars. He paid
Yeah,
like 46.
nobody
They
wanted
paid-
them when they first came out either,
He paid $46,000 for it.
and nobody wanted them in the beginning.
I almost forgot while I was getting my coffee. I need to eat something really quick because I took my blood pressure medication.
A lot like Daytonas and the
Neat.
Superbird. Nobody wanted
Yeah.
them in the beginning. Now you can't even afford them.
I had a friend of mine, he had 2 Super Bs, and he sold them for next to nothing. Now he wishes he had them.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I bet.
killer. Even a low level Super B with a 318, or you can't get a Super B with 318, but let's say a Coronet. You get a Coronet with 318, you're still gonna pay 15, 10 grand. Not restored, not done.
True.
Yeah.
But 15,000 is a nice down payment on a new car.
Yeah, but when you think about it, John, like Barrett Jackson auction and those auctions, they screwed it for the people that want to restore old
It's a rich
muscle
man's
cars.
game. That's what it is. It's a rich man's game. A Lamborghini is not something for a normal person. Can a normal
No.
person afford a $600 oil change?
Yeah, right.
A
I mean, come on.
$30,000 brake
You
change.
can if you can about afford to buy the car.
Oh, dude, there's a guy had a Mercedes. He's great. He's a singer at AC. I can't remember his name. He's a singer. He used to sing at AC, one of the AC casinos, and he used to have Mercedes all the time. He comes in and says, "You know how much I paid for my brakes, John?" I said, "I don't know, $8,000." I was like, "What?"
For
What
a brake
they re-
job.
I said, "What did they replace?" "Oh, just the rotors and
Yeah,
and
they're
the
carbon
brake."
fiber rotors and
I'm like,
carbon
what?
brakes. I mean, they're
Yeah,
insane.
because they had to order parts from Germany to do it.
It's like
Oh, God.
the wheels are like $12,000 a piece.
Oh, God.
Yeah, the new Mercedes 8-speed electronic transmission can only be serviced in Stuttgart, Germany. That's the only place they can service it. They have to ship it back there.
My dad had a friend. He had a Jaguar. He had motor problems. So he took the whole motor apart. He couldn't get it back together again.
Oh, God.
What year?
Really old.
Oh, okay.
With the long nose. I
Oh,
don't know what
yeah,
year.
yeah. I get. What
Well,
was
that's
that?
what I like about Chevrolets. You can have them worked on in.
Right?
Including your driveway.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They're easy to be.
if the garage has got room for them with all the Fords they got in there.
Until they started that LS crap, the basic Chevy motor was an easy engine to work on.
I remember
It
working on
used
my
to be.
Chevy pickup truck in my garage.
I mean, the 4.3, the 6-cylinder 4.3, that's a good motor too.
I remember bringing
Yeah,
my
they don't build
Now they've
cars
got 'em
like
built.
the 50s anymore. That's
No.
for sure.
They got them now. You just about had to pull the engine out of it, just change spark plugs in it.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember bringing my I had a Chevy Silverado, an old, I think it was, I forgot how old it was now, but it was an older truck. I bring that into my garage, pop the hood, and I just been working everything right in my garage.
You
And
can
have plenty of
climb
room
in.
for the hood.
An 84 Silverado, you can climb in the engine bay.
Yeah.
I think mine was 87.
Well, that's why I was going to say back in the '70s, like my Camaro stuff, even with that race motor in it, I could still see the ground.
Yeah. You could put a big block in it easy.
Well, that's what I had in those big.
Now
boxes.
the 2000, I don't know, 2008 to 2007 Camaros and Firebirds, I think, they had the engine inset underneath, like 2 cylinders underneath the dash. So that's how far in the engine is.
I think
Yeah,
mine was
7.4 liter. Yeah.
I think mine was an 87 Chevy Silverado that my dad
Once they
gave me.
started moving those engines back into the engine compartment, they're doing it for weight distribution. That's what they're doing it for.
Oh, Cole says, "Hello, time killers." Hey, Cole, how you doing? Now we're just shooting the breeze. Just
I'd be happy with a
killing time.
1970 Corvette Stingray with a 427.
Oh,
I had
right,
a I had a 67 Camaro RS. I restored it myself. I didn't even have a chance to drive. My ex got it.
Like I said, I don't believe in divorce. I believe in murder.
Blue Streak says I still sit in mine when I work on my 85. I believe that. Good enough room.
Very simple. Start right up.
Sit on the fender well and just
The money you save on fixing it gives it back to you on the mileage you don't get. You don't get the MPG. But now you get MPG, but when something breaks down, oh, what? How much?
Yeah.
I used to have an old Cougar XR7, really old.
What, how
I
old? 68?
I think it was around 60s. I think it's,
Yeah, I would love to have that.
I was able to sit on my fender well and put my feet inside the engine and do shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the metal didn't bend either.
No,
Kurt
that thing
just
was a
sold-
beast.
Curb just sold his Cougar. He
Yeah.
has a nice Cougar.
The Cougars were nice cars. I liked the Cougar. I wish I could have restored it because it was.
His was
7.
green, like a green color.
Okay, mine was yellow. Mine was like
Richard,
mustard yellow.
Richard Spalding green, right? Moneymaker.
Okay, what? That Cougar had some power.
Did you have the
Big ass
351 in it, or what?
I don't remember, to be honest. I've had it because I was married to my first wife. That was a long time ago. But I know when I hit the gas, I spun tires. Easy. I'd be a dead stop, punch the gas, and just hear. Here goes the tires.
No,
I had
no.
I had it once. My dad needed to use my car because his car wasn't going,
Mhm.
and I told him I forgot to tell him about the line lock back end, front end,
Oh,
and sure enough, he's sitting at the light, revving it up, and he can't go anywhere. Burn the freaking tires right off.
oh no. Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, you have to reach a certain RPM before it takes off. Eh?
Yeah.
But I forgot to tell him.
He's like, why am I moving?
Why am I not moving?
Well, he felt bad because he thought he screwed it up. Eh? But yeah, the new cars, like you got to pull so many parts off it in order to get to anywhere.
Well, look at
You're a Beckers.
Volkswagen. Volkswagen's parts are coded to the car.
Well, it's like
So if
Blue Shade just said, you got to have a computer, you got to plug a computer to your car just to find out what's wrong with it these days.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean,
Imagine
really,
you going to buy a new master cylinder or
Yep.
a new throttle plate, and it ends up telling you, no, I won't work until you tell me what the code is on the side of the part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays, unless you have a diagnostic system, there's no way to find out what's wrong with your car. You have to really plug it in.
American-made cars, you can do it. Anything for the American market, you can get OBD2, and you can get by. You can get by with OBD2. I mean, I bought the software for certain cars that I have, but and I'm not gonna do it every car. I don't get enough cars in my world, so I won't do it. Like BMW, it's not even worth it. Not even worth it.
That's like my Avalanche. The 4-wheel drive button went out on it on the dash. I called
Yeah.
Chevy dealer and asked him out.
You're
For
right
at the
there,
time,
boy.
I didn't know at the time what it was, but I had a pretty good idea. But I asked him how much it would cost for them to tell me. He said $90 just to put it on the machine to tell me that was the problem.
Oh yeah.
Then
Yeah,
I asked, I said, how much is the part? It's $90. I said, well, how much does it cost for the switch that goes for the cargo or the inside cargo light where the Avalanche has got the, the covers over the back of it?
Right.
He said it's $90. I said,
Oh my
are there
God.
any damn thing down there in your all's garage at that dealership that's not $90? He hung up on me.
Yeah, probably the hourly rate. The hourly rate's 150.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
everything I asked about is $90. It's $90.
Not $90.99, not
Yeah.
$90.46, just
Yeah,
$90.
or it's not 85, it's $90.
You see, four-wheel drive
Yeah.
used to be simple. You used to have your shifter on the steering wheel or on the floor for your regular gears, and then an extra handle there for the
Yeah.
four-wheel drive. When they,
Yeah.
when they went,
Look at Miguel's
he
hand.
cut himself open.
Miguel, who'd you kill?
This car right here.
With the bloody
Looks
mess
good
in
with
his
the red
mic?
and black.
Yeah, I'm really liking the contrast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a beautiful contrast. I love.
But-
well,
But come
I love
find out, it was the switch that was bad because I don't never use the four-wheel drive in it. And the
It
switch,
wasn't the motor in the transfer
No.
case that moves it over.
no, the transfer case and all that it was going in, it was engaged. I mean, it was going four-wheel drive. It just take you a week and 2 days to do it. And but it finally go in, but it would engage, but we ended up taking the switch out, and I got one for $35 off the internet, and put in it, and it's worked fine ever since.
at least it wasn't $90.
Yeah,
Add plus labor.
yeah, yeah. I should
Well,
have
it's
bought
like
two
over
of them.
here,
Took
I
one up
think.
there. I should have bought two of them. Took one of them, given to him.
No,
Or sold
it's
it
only
to him.
Over here,
35.
Yeah,
If
or
they
sold
put
it
your
to him.
car on, if they put your car on the hoist, they charge you just for that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But I mean, that's what I said. Before you could take a car to some garage or somewhere or another service station, give a mechanic to look at it. They could tell you pretty well what's wrong with it, and you'd be lucky. A lot of times they wouldn't even charge you to tell you what was wrong with it. But now, if you get one, you got to take it in, and they're going to charge you $150 just to tell you what's wrong.
No,
No,
sometimes
no.
it's complicated.
Yeah.
And sometimes you need to use an oscilloscope to find out what's wrong with the car.
Yep.
If you're using an oscilloscope to find out what's wrong, you're spending time on that car. You're going to spend an hour or two on that car just figuring it out.
Yeah, but they play mechanics. They play on people that have no clue about cars
Well,
whatsoever.
yeah, but
Yeah, because they can
I-
tell you anything.
I think that's the fault of the government. Everybody should be, whoever gets a driver's license has to know how to drive stick. If they can't drive stick and park, you're out. No driver's license.
Well, it's
Yeah,
like here, like they
That
were
should be a
supposed-
requirement.
were-
See, there you go. That's right.
See over here, you have to get your car emission control checked out every so many years. They were going to eliminate that. Well, the government makes too much money on it, so they're not going to eliminate it. They're just
Well,
going to keep it.
Aren't there certain cars that are exempt in
Nope.
Canada? No
Nope.
cars are exempt.
Nope.
Nope. I'm moving to Canada then.
If you buy a used car, you got to get that emission check out first before it will
Hey, Rick,
pass.
how you doing?
Wow, that's insane.
Mr. Les.
And what's not to say that they'll say, well, you need this and you need that. Meanwhile, you really don't need it.
Well,
I
You
love
buy
what Rick's
some-
saying. Go ahead, Nopar.
Go ahead. No.
I was looking at Rick saying, he puts in the chat, he goes, you serve less time for murder than you do marriage.
Hey, Rick.
That's right. Rick
I
knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Either way, you're hung to start with.
Yeah. Well, I've been married, this is my third round of being married, so I
He's
can
a
relate to
glutton
some of
for
that.
Third time is a charm, eh, Rick?
Yeah, I think it
That's
is,
what they
because
say.
honestly, my first two just failed miserably, and I found Chris, and it was like, we just celebrated our 16-year anniversary.
Punishment's the same. It's just about how many years you're going to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but the food's better in prison. She cooked lousy.
True. No, my wife was really great. My wife's
Well, I'm like you, Rick. I've had 3 marriages.
Well, not here,
I
Blue.
don't, I
It's,
don't have
every
one
year.
now.
Every year an inspection.
Last
I
one,
told-
last one lasted 23 years, and that was
Wow.
6 years ago. So
I told my wife now, I said, this is number 3 for me. This is her first marriage.
Yeah.
3
Well,
for me.
here it is, Blue, in Ontario.
If I said this doesn't work out, I'm single. I'm not doing this the 4th time in a row.
well, that's what I
It's
said.
Yeah,
Which I
it's
said
just-
that after the first one too, but then look how that turned out.
I couldn't resist with her though, and when I met her, it was like just kind of clicked. I was like, oh, what the hell? Let's try it again. Worth a shot.
I know,
And 16
I
years
know,
later,
I know a guy. He married the same woman twice.
And I
I believe
still would do that.
I've heard of people doing that before.
Yeah.
I
Kinda
had
like-
too.
Yeah, kind of like losing and then kind of finding each other
I said,
over
why?
again.
You missed something from the first time?
Yeah. Yeah. What
You
part
poked
of
the
the
wrong
first time
hole or
didn't you
something?
understand?
Or what? You were
Well,
checking
sometimes
for
when you're-
squirrels in the wrong hole, eh?
Oh,
Sometimes when
man.
you're married for a long period of time, sometimes you guys drift apart a little bit, and then if you separate, you reconnect.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're like,
Well, and you realize what it was that you miss.
right, and then you try it again, and then a lot of
I'm
times it
still
works
trying
out.
to realize. Well, I must be still trying to realize that then.
Well, sometimes you don't miss anything, but
True.
when you on those
Because it
occasions
ain't come
when
to
you
me
end up
yet.
reconnecting,
I mean, with someone a long time, sometimes you kind of forget the little things and stuff like that happens. But
It's those little things the reason why it caused divorce to start with.
yeah, I try not to forget the little things with my wife. I try to keep it real and try to keep things, like the little things, like I'll go in the kitchen sometimes and I'll just goof around with her. Like, you do it when you're first married to someone, you do goof around a lot, and then after many years, you kind of forget about doing that. I still
Yeah.
do that with her. I'll go down in the kitchen when she's making dinner. I'll just goof around.
Well,
with her.
yeah, you know what I think happens to a lot of relationships is if there's something you enjoyed or love to do, and then somebody comes in your life and you go, well, I don't want you to do this anymore.
Oh,
Exactly.
Then that kind of destroys it.
yeah. I was lucky with Chris. She knows what I do for my hobbies and like my modeling, the live streaming. She doesn't mind me doing it at all. So she has never gave me an
I'm not-
ultimatum.
And my wife at the time, she always says I was a flirt ball, which I am, but I don't play around or anything.
No, yeah, I mean, I've been faithful for 16
buddy.
years.
I
that
think
will
you held the blow dryer on that one too long, John.
That one there's a HO scale.
You built that?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
HO
that's the last
scale.
thing you built, eh? When you were a kid.
How long did it take you to build that, Mopar?
2 minutes.
You sure it wasn't like maybe 2 weeks?
No, 2 minutes. Those are HO scale. I like HO scale.
I wonder why.
I can get this one to go in. This is more like, damn it, thing won't.
That's pretty old.
Yeah,
Ah, you bastard.
it's pretty neat though.
John, do you get your stuff all ready when these hangouts come? It's
No,
like it's
they're
right
on the
underneath your
table.
table or something.
It's all around me, John. Watch. Simple. Watch this. Easy. Look around. It's all around me.
Holy shit.
See?
Oh my
It's
God.
all around me. They're everywhere.
It has dolls.
Yeah, of course I have dolls.
Holy
Joe.
shit, John.
Look.
Good golly, Miss
Look at that
Molly,
guy.
John.
You know that guy, right? Rat.
Oh, yeah,
that's
the rat.
rough.
You got the rat.
Okay. I mean, I even got a GTX. Let's see if I can reach the GTX.
Matthew over at All Car Videos, he didn't know who Rat Rock or Rat Fink was.
Yeah,
of the
I
hill.
saw that. I saw
Yeah.
it there.
John,
I like
Everybody
Blue
was
Streak. I don't miss
aggravated.
my exes. I don't either, Blue Streak. I don't miss any of mine.
Girl, I gotta have girls
At all.
everywhere. You can't have real ones. You gotta have something.
I definitely do not miss my exes.
You know, he said he didn't know who Big Dave Ed Roth was, and I thought it was the same one. If he knew who Rat Fink was, it's the same person.
Damn
He come
right.
back and said, "Well, I don't know what Rat Fink is either." I said, "I guess you'd have been back in the '60s and '70s when they had all the T-shirts. Everybody was wearing their T-shirts
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
that was
silk
the thing.
screen t-shirt.
They used to wear a bunch of them to grade school and stuff back in the '60s.
Oh yeah, when I was a kid, my mom bought me the first shirt that she bought me was a Junkyard Kid,
Yeah,
and he's on an Etzel. He's driving an Etzel. Pretty cool.
I've got a few of these models over here on the shelf now.
Miguel, hold
man.
on. Let me put you on big
Yeah,
screen.
it's funny that Terry, you don't see those t-shirts anymore, eh?
No,
No, you still get
Well,
get
you can-
retro
you-
ones.
Let me see if I can mix.
you can get them, but
Focus.
I hear that they're like $60 and $70 a piece
Oh wow,
Hold on.
probably
on
double
eBay.
me, double for me.
But yeah, but I'm not gonna pay no $60 or $70 for no damn T-shirt.
No,
Oh, hell no.
I ain't gonna pay 20 for it if I can get out of it.
The bright light is really washing out the red.
Yeah,
It looks
it
good.
will. It looks good, though. Yeah.
But them was good old days back then, because you could used to buy,
Pretty
you know,
pretty mad looking.
used to get like them
It's
ST
getting there, John.
T-shirts
They're getting there,
and stuff,
oh yeah, yeah.
and all the NHRA stuff.
Yeah, that's when the hobby shops were really packed, and you try to walk in it, and you could
Yeah.
barely walk in the hobby shop.
Yeah,
A lot of mama and papa hobby shops in those days.
yeah.
I used to work for a mom and pop hobby shop. I loved it.
Ed Roth, Beatnik Bandit.
That's the one I've got 2 of them sitting over here on my shelf, being put. They ain't never been open.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Because I remember back in '68, you could buy an AMT kit for
That's the
$1.99.
steering wheel in there. A tiller. That's the steering wheel.
That was pretty cheap then.
Wow.
Yeah, somebody asked Matthew if he
Cool.
even knew who Tom Daniels was, and he didn't know him
Tom.
either.
Tom Daniels.
Oh, yeah?
Come
Who doesn't know who
on.
Tom Daniels is?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I can't get to that one.
Then he's talking about he was just 40 years old or 40-some years old, but still,
Anybody
should
know who
if
Cecil?
you've been in Hobby Lobby one time in your life, you've seen one of their kits somewhere.
Yeah.
You should. I mean, at that age, you should know something about Tom Daniels.
Yeah.
Oh man, I've seen
Oh, he's
kids
still
get out of
he's still
cars.
around, eh? Tom
But,
Daniels.
you know,
He's
yeah, he's
in his
still
80s
around.
now.
but like he said, and there's a lot of things that he knows that maybe other people don't. So
True.
Like
it's,
like NASCAR racers. Some of the newer ones, I
Yeah.
wouldn't know. I wouldn't
yeah,
know.
I've not watched NASCAR race since Rusty Wallace quit.
It moves,
Yeah.
Mopar. I like
And
that.
they got some of the
Yeah.
drivers now. I don't even know who they drive for or what they drive or nothing else. What number they
My
are?
son likes Richard Petty.
Yeah,
He loves Richard Petty.
yeah.
I like Richard Petty myself. He's good.
And who's that other guy? Smokey? They
But
nickname him Smokey.
Smokey Yannick,
Yeah.
Is that
Oh,
another
yeah.
HO scale?
HO scale, Camaro. This one's a JP. JP likes Camaro.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now I know why he's showing all the die casts so he doesn't have to build one.
Exactly. I don't have to build anything.
Yeah,
We
what
can always
time you
start
do?
them.
Don't have to cut the doors out on them, do you?
No, you don't. Doors are already cut. Ah.
Yeah, we had a lot of rain this month, I tell you. Lots of rain.
Well, you ain't
Wish we had
kidding.
that.
Oh, yeah.
That's one reason why my burritos are bad. As much rain as they had, couldn't get it to go away.
Hey,
Yeah.
what's that
Humidity.
humidity? Yeah, humidity.
Humidity 95, 100% just about every day in the week.
Shoot,
Wow.
we don't get rain anymore in California.
You will. It'll come.
I hope so. One of these years.
I've always been angry about that. I mean, everywhere else in the country, you get rain or you don't get rain in some areas. I don't understand. They build all these, what do you call, windmills. They grow all this crap. They can't build water tanks. They can't
Right.
build huge water
I don't
tanks.
miss my ex either, Blue. I even forget
What's
her
wrong with
name.
building a huge water tank and then
I miss
put
your
water
ex.
somewhere? You just deliver it.
Walking
I
Dead
bet
man
you did.
equals husband. I like Rick Zink. Walking Dead man equals husband. That I like that, Rick. That's good. That's a good.
That's bad.
That's good.
It's
That's
like
bad
the-
but good.
What's coming? The lawyer jokes about how slimy and slick the
Oh no, let's not get into lawyer jokes. No,
yeah,
no.
you know what's gonna happen.
Third
do it.
marriage.
I remember one guy got
Sure,
he got
yeah,
divorced so
well,
bad. It must
You
have
have
been
a
like John
learning
Paul.
disability, Lou.
Sir, you have a learning disability. I wouldn't have done the third marriage, Rick, to be honest. I don't know. Somebody said this would work out, so I took the chance and did it.
Hey, it's working out so far.
Yeah, it's 16 years I've been with my wife now, and I'm very happy. So
Well, that's pretty good.
That's good.
pulled it off.
Married my
Normally I
wife
would-
in 1993.
Yeah, normally I would agree with you about third marriage, learning disability. I'd agree with that sometimes.
I'm gonna
I
have to
definitely
leave y'all. It's getting time for my breathing treatment.
Oh, okay, Terry.
Thanks, Jerry.
You
Thanks
take
for-
care.
thanks
Good
for
to
joining
see
us.
you
Been
again.
out here 2 hours anyway.
It's good to see you again.
I've
Anyway,
had a good. I've had
Terry.
a great time.
Okay,
And,
Terry, thank you for stopping
and
in.
us too.
And everything.
I appreciate you even coming on yesterday on John Paul on your page. Hang out yesterday.
yeah, no problem.
And but like I said, it's just nice, to be able to get back in here again after a month.
Well, we're glad to see
Yeah.
you again.
Same here.
Yeah,
And Terry, I have my live
Like-
streams on Sundays at 11 o'clock every Sunday. So
It's like I told my son this morning. I said, well, now that I'm able to get around and start doing stuff, I said I'll be posting a whole lot more videos instead
Awesome.
of being a nut since I posted one up until about the health, getting out of the hospital. But oh yeah, I'm just tickled that. That's the reason why I jumped in. Any hangout or live stream I can get in, I'm there.
well, I'm glad you're doing better.
That's like tomorrow night. I'll be on the cliffs, the GI
Cool.
Mechanics. I don't try to miss his, but
I'll
I
see
missed
it.
it last. I missed it last Monday because I was in the hospital and I couldn't get on it. But I think he mentioned, the fact that I
Yes,
was
he
in the
did.
hospital, and because he told me he would. He called me a Saturday in the hospital. But
Cliff's a good guy.
yeah, he is. That's one thing. Like I said in my video, this modeling community, it's just like family. You know, everybody is concerned about each other,
Yeah.
health wise or whatever. And that means a lot.
It's a really good community for that.
Yeah.
Which that's one of the things I love about it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very close knit.
I'll be on Josh's stream on the 8th. He asked me to be on his stream.
Oh,
You
sweet.
gonna do an interview?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Terry, I'm glad you're doing better. I'm
Yeah.
glad you're back.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's good to
You
hear
all
from
have a good Sunday. The rest of it. What time you on here? I mean,
Yeah.
I could probably go in there and get on TV, or and watch YouTube on TV, and while I'm taking the breathing treatment, but can't get in the
I'm
chat
not-
or nothing.
Yeah, I'm
I can
actually getting,
listen,
I'm
but
probably,
that's it.
I'm probably getting ready maybe to call it quits too. It actually has been a couple of hours now since we've been
Okay,
up, so
Terry.
Yeah,
You take
All
care,
right,
Terry.
Terry.
Have a good day.
you too. See you guys later.
See you, Terry.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Actually, I don't know. What do you think, guys? It's been a couple
Yeah.
hours.
It's good.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
All right.
An oldie
So-
for freaking
It sounds
JP.
good, Rick. It's like 4 o'clock here, so I'll probably be making something to eat pretty soon.
All right. So, John, I'll probably jump in. I'll try to jump in on the Wednesday stream with you and Miguel.
Yeah,
If
not
I
a
can.
problem.
I don't know.
Yeah,
what works.
I got the thing from StreamYards, and it's close to the end of the month. Well, you're close to your 20 hours, but you only use 13 hours. So I still got 7 hours left before it's the end of the month. So
They're
Nice.
watching you, okay? They're watching you.
All
And
right.
it's almost the end of the month anyway. We've got 6 more days, 4 more days, 5 more days.
yeah, something like that.
All right, gentlemen.
Yeah,
All right.
okay.
You guys
Yeah.
have a good rest of your weekend, and
Ciao.
thanks to everyone on the stream for coming in.
I'll
Thanks
send
to
you-
everyone
Well,
for
that's
watching.
fine.
I'll send you
on
an
the- on
email,
the,
Blue.
on the
Okay.
board.
Yeah.
What do you
Well,
think
thank,
will
I
happen
want to thank
tomorrow?
everybody for stopping in. It's been absolutely awesome. I had a blast.
Yeah,
Yeah, thanks for
I
hosting,
always,
Oh,
I
my
always
pleasure.
enjoy these hangouts. Breaks
so
up
do
my
I.
day, anyways.
Yeah, me too.
All right,
Waiting
guys.
for Miguel. Let
I
us
will-
know, Miguel.
I will talk to you all guys later.
I'm gonna
Okay.
post an update video here in a couple hours, and then I'll be posting a video on the giveaway, my 200 sub giveaway. So
All right, cool.
Okay. Later.
See you
Cheers.
guys later.